Got Arizona, large ass thing of Arizona iced tea. I'll drink it all on the podcast.
Damn, I wish I had
Welcome
my
back to JoCo Junkies,
peach tea.
episode 5. I'm your host, El Basado, aka Oscar.
I'm Pablo, aka Tantalus Funyuns, aka Al Bashir.
I didn't have time
And that's
to think.
just Juan.
I didn't think of a nickname, but yeah, my name's Juan, aka Ballsack of the Jaws of Death.
I find it interesting that like neither of you have really like had like an online identity to stick with.
Because
Yeah.
I'm not a loser.
Fuck. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Because like all the servers I'm on, I'm like, oh, it's Funyuns. We know him. He's been here.
Yeah.
There's no familiarity
See,
with y'all.
I've been switching between Mr. Business and El Basado.
For how long though?
I've been Mr. Business for a long time, but I saw
Oh,
somebody
okay.
on Twitch using El Basado, so I was like,
Oh, you base it on. Okay.
Well, where did El Basado come from?
it's
Like,
the
what's
based, bro.
what
I'm based.
base?
Yeah.
I've done that before, but like different. Like one of my first names was like Seductive Potato because I played Gmod and on a server, and one of the regulars there was a guy called Seductive Toaster, which is way better than what I came up with. But like, you know, I was like a middle schooler, like, oh, potato funny, huh?
Yo,
And then there's
that's the pinnacle of middle school humor, dog.
yeah, potato,
Potato.
bacon.
food in my room.
That was one.
The narwhal's bacon at midnight. Any Redditors in the chat?
the
Redditors,
fuck?
comment
Yo,
now.
rat your shit. All right.
I only-
Redditors, leave a like and comment.
My favorite thing about that is like the only reason I knew about that was because I like read Rage comics, but I didn't read them on Reddit. I had like an app on my fucking.
Oh, yeah,
I had an app on my iPod Touch 4th generation, which like it's actually down the table. It like let you, it just like linked Rage comics directly to the app from one of the Rage comic
Nice.
subreddits.
Yo, r/.
What was the other one? It was like the arrangement of like how many F's and U's are in it.
Yeah.
It was like 7 F's something U's.
There's a bunch of them. I don't really pay attention to it because I hate all Rage comics. I made a.
Whoa, hot take there.
I know, right?
I missed that.
I got
That was a
another hot.
simpler time.
I got another hot take for you guys.
Please don't.
9/11
Please.
was
Okay.
bad.
Okay. Thank God.
Wow.
I thought you were gonna bring up the racial statistics again. I'm not having that again.
Yeah, I did bring up all this statistics before we started recording here,
I
right?
don't want to hear about how 13%, blah blah blah, 50% Oscar. God,
Hey,
been
hey,
through that.
hey. Joker's trick, okay? That's one reference.
That's one.
Let's get one more.
Everybody gets one.
Okay, I wanted to talk about this because we got the Keemstar beef versus H3H3. It's 2016 part 2. We're going back to
Hold
the
on.
future here.
You're like super quiet.
I'm super quiet. Turn off my phone. Is that good?
I don't know.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so as we're Back to the Future Part 3 here. This is 2016 again. We're all gonna die. We've got Keemstar versus H3HD
Again.
but H3HD this time went after Keemstar's sponsors, which now sets a precedent. So you guys have a problem with us? Contact our sponsors, please. Please, if you hate our guts, absolutely, just go to our sponsors. Brigade our sponsors.
So we have nothing to worry about.
Exactly.
We're clear.
Exactly. We can rise from the ruins of this.
See, if you have no.
And now we can put H3H3 in the tags because I said it.
Oh, ooh. All
Gaming
right.
the algorithm right
All
now.
right.
Those are cheap goods.
See, we did the last episode. I put Nostalgia Critic in the tags.
Okay, so I haven't seen either of the H3 versus Keemstar video because he like made a second.
Yeah,
one,
he made a
like,
new one.
a day after or something.
It's too soon.
Yo, if you're gonna bring up, I like how he's like, people are talking about how Etika was brought up in that video, and it's fucking trashy about how Ethan did that. I feel it's because like, oh, Keemstar killed Etika, guys. Keemstar killed Etika. Keemstar did not kill Etika.
To be fair, he didn't directly say that.
He
He,
didn't-
did kind of imply it.
He didn't directly say it, but he implied it.
He later said on Twitter that, like, to clarify that it's more like to show that he was kind of contributing to like this toxic environment that was kind of plaguing Etika's.
Yeah, but there's other examples you could use, like especially Bash Reverse, which he used again in the second video. I think I didn't watch the second video fully, but he used like Bash Reverse, and like he could have used like Tobuscus and stuff like that. Like examples like where just Keemstar was pyrocynically, like when Keemstar accused him of being a pedophile. Like, if Keemstar was doing other shit, you can't just say, like, oh, he told Etika to kill himself, and then Etika did.
Here's what seems weird to me, because this is all information that's been said before in other videos.
Exactly. It's literally Leafy said this 4 years ago.
Not just Leafy, the whole commentary
The whole commentary community said
and
it.
then some.
But Leafy's the one people remember. And Leafy then was
I remember specifically the pyrocynical one.
Yeah.
And of course, the content cop.
Yeah. The content cop was kind of the pinnacle of it.
Yeah.
Now he's a simp, and I'm just saying that ironically. Love you, Ian.
Did you say
Ian's
simp,
a
bro?
simp.
Damn.
Ian?
I can't fuck with him anymore.
I'm not allowed to like him anymore.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Ethan is over. Not Ethan. Ian is over party.
Well, Ethan's also over because even like Critical, even you guys know Moist Critical.
Yeah.
He's saying like, oh, this is opening up the floodgates. Now people are gonna be attacking sponsors left and right and center. It's gonna set a precedent. Precedent.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. It's just not. It's not good. But also name dropping all these people lets us put them in the tags. So
Yes, sir.
we're making these YouTube dollars.
No, we're not.
Or not, yeah.
We don't have 1,000.
But people forget the real YouTube drama, like 2008 YouTube drama.
I don't even know what happened.
Nostalgia Critic versus Angry Video Game Nerd,
God,
dog.
let's not get into this.
It's the fucking real drama, okay? Especially when the Nostalgia Critic showed up at an AVGN meetup thing at like this gaming store. Just like it wasn't even for like YouTube. It was like a screw attack thing, because that's what the Angry Video Game Nerd was on. Like they had, because YouTube like would delete their channels and stuff back in 2008. So like they'd meet the Nostalgia Critic ran in and was like nerd just off stage. But it was good shit, because it was like they were firing back videos at each other.
I bet it looked like in my head. It's like, you know, in the UFC when they're like advertising like upcoming fights and they have like the two fighters on stage.
It's more like WWE.
Like, it's like the two fighters are on stage and they're like they have to pose next to each other and like
no, because they
they're
staged
up.
a fake fight in the parking lot outside the game.
Oh, I remember that.
And it was cringy because it's Doug Walker,
Yeah.
but also hilarious because it's Doug Walker. And it's just like it's real YouTube. It's not real beef, but it's good. It's better than fucking H3 being like, Keemstar needs G Fuel. Why are you still sponsoring Keemstar? Drama alert. He called Alex the N-word. Yeah, I'm not defending Keemstar because he's an asshole, but also
Yeah, it's
an
pretty
asshole.
mutually like bad. Like
Yeah,
I wouldn't side with either.
I wouldn't either. I'm not. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Yo, so
Because we are YouTubers also.
I guess we are. That's
We
gross.
we are
It's
content
gross.
creators.
We are
the bottom of
influencers.
we're part of the problem.
We're influencers.
society. Remember it so you don't have to.
Y'all fucking remember that Kick-Assia movie? It was like
I'm saying we should do a riff track of that movie. Just,
Dude, I'm
Angry
telling you.
Joe, Linkara. It was the most ambitious.
I am
Infinity War
Linkara,
ain't got
the
shit
light
on
Wasn't-
Kick-Assia.
Wasn't Juario in that?
Yeah.
Oof.
Wario!
Oof. That shit ain't age well.
Spoonie was in it too. Good old Spoonie. Like and comment if you remember Spoonie.
I never know anything about
Fuck you then.
All right.
I am Linkara, the light bringer.
Some Lord of the Rings shit.
I know,
The
right?
Lightbringer.
He's fucking steampunk. He has a fucking flintlock pistol. Flintlock
It's
wood.
fucking hilarious that a whole part of Doug Walker's identity is a fucking Beretta.
Put gunshots there. I feel like Doug Walker is an SCP at this point. Like all the shit that he's done, all the shit that he's
Criticulon.
capable of.
What class? This is fucking
Fucking
Keter.
Keter.
Angry Video Game Nerd is still on his A game, and Nostalgia Critic's on his like F game. But I'm just
don't
tired
know.
of YouTube drama.
I feel like he's been mostly the same, but like
Doug
he just,
Walker,
he would just the nostalgia.
there's more heart in his old videos.
Well, yeah, but it's like no, I mean, like recently, like in recent years, the only difference
Yeah,
is
it's like 2016 to now. He's literally
yeah.
the
only
same.
the only like
change was those fucking acting out new movies so he
Yeah.
could review them. That was the only thing that changed, and he stopped because everybody fucking hated it.
I like those.
I don't.
I did.
Black
Like,
woman or
I
black man, woman, get in here, get in costume.
It's like like I'm so used to watching movie reviews where they play part of the movie, then they come back to them talking about it. But for a nostalgia critic, seeing them act out the movie, it's more entertaining for me.
I guess it'd be if it wasn't Doug Walker and he's like really cringy method of making skits. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's a bigger issue than them acting out the movies. It's like more just in
All
general.
green screen.
It's just in
It
general.
doesn't matter
Doug
if
Walker
it's green
isn't
screen.
good at skits.
Yeah.
my
If
opinion.
you look, I watched the whole saga of the Angry Video Game Nerd versus Nostalgia Critic today because that's why I'm bringing it up. But it was just like it just reminded me of simpler times, man.
Yeah.
Because the camera quality was dog shit. It was these were ripped directly from their websites because YouTube wasn't that.
the
The guy with the glasses.com
Yeah.
and screwattack.com. Y'all remember those?
dude, Screw Attack is weird. I don't even know what they used to do, but all they do nowadays is Death Battle. That's like their only existence.
It's literally on its own channel now. It's like the only
Yeah.
thing that Screw Attack does these days.
Like, oh, what else they do? They have any podcasts? Yeah, the Death Battle podcast.
y'all like Death Battle, dude? Y'all like Chuck Norris versus Segata Sansura?
I remember when everybody got angry that Superman beat Goku. And
Hell yeah.
Superman
I was
Death
mad.
Battle.
What was the
I-
outcome?
Superman beat Goku
Oh, that's I don't know enough.
Twice.
Twice.
Damn.
They brought Goku back after he tamed God for him, and he's still lost somehow.
What? I wouldn't know because I don't watch Dragon Ball Z because I'm not a fucking nerd.
Fuck you.
Because I'm not a fucking normie.
Dragon Ball's fucking tight. I've watched 2 anime in my life, and it's Dragon Ball and JoJo.
Same dog, except for JoJo. It's Dragon Ball Z for me.
You watched Attack on Titan when it was a thing.
Dude, sixth
I watched
grade.
Attack on Titan Abridged. That's what I watched.
No, you know what else I watched? Italia.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're gonna tell us about the other thing you watched very, very, very briefly, like
What are you talking about?
My Little Pony.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's
so
tell you about
here's some
Juan's
You are a furry.
here's some
early simping escapades.
So yeah.
Oh, you did it for a girl. Oh.
Okay, so this was in middle school, so I was
Yeah.
even more of a dipshit. So there was this like group of girls.
Holy shit, you have no fucking audio.
Fuck, dude. So like, can we put my gain
Oof,
up? Maybe,
yeah.
kinda, sorta. How does it
I
sound?
can hear you now. Okay.
Okay, cool.
You're gonna be fucking mute till now, bro.
So
Just for information, Juan has been here this whole time. We just turned up his game.
Yo, Juan just
Yo.
appeared in front of me, dude. He's like,
dog,
he appeared 6 feet away from me with a face mask.
Dog. Fuck. So yeah,
That's a dated reference.
in middle school, there was this group of girls that were like really into My Little Pony, and the inner simp in me, like I thought the best way to get in touch with these
infiltrate.
females, these Stacy's, is to fucking watch My Little Pony, understand the lore, learn from it, and then expel it out, and then
Fucking
only
Oxhorn.
then will I obtain sex. So that's what I did. I watched My Little Pony on the Hub Network back when I had cable TV.
that's
Yo,
based.
y'all remember
That is based.
Y'all remember Hub Network? That
No.
shit was lit.
Yo, I
Okay,
had
real
that for
quick.
a little bit with my because we had cable for like 2 years when I was a kid, and I fucking love that shit because
Hell
I used to
yeah,
watch
dude.
GI Joe.
Fuck yeah, dude.
GI
that
Joe
was
with
tight.
my dad back in the day. Don't touch me. But I watched GI Joe with my dad back in the day, like because like that was what he watched. That was on that TV show, freaking GI Joe, Transformers,
Hell yeah, dude.
all that shit. I'm pretty sure it was owned by Hasbro. Was that
Something like
Hasbro.
that.
Hasbro?
Hasbro.
Habbo Hotel.
Yeah, but
Pool's closed.
that was one of the great channel back in cable TV. It's Discovery Family now. It sucks ass. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So yeah, for like, I don't want to say a month, but it was like about a month, or like I would just watch My Little Pony and just like learn the lore. Write
Originally,
it down.
you made it seem more brief. Like you watched one episode, it was like, I can't do this.
Okay,
You just watched
maybe
it
it
for a whole
wasn't a
month?
month. Maybe it was like a week or some shit.
Yeah.
So like I was watching it.
Time moves differently when you're a child. I
Yeah.
feel.
So then while I was watching one of the episodes, I like came to my senses and I said, Juan, the fuck are you doing? You're better than
y'all-
this. Have some self-respect. You can't be watching My Little Pony just for some girls, dog. Like you gotta pick your crown up, king. So then I just I threw my notepad in the trash and then turned it to watch 1,000 Ways to Die on Spike TV. But from that,
And then we went right back to bullying those girls.
so from that week, I did actually learn some good My Little Pony lore, of which I will.
And I would like you to refrain from going into it.
Yeah, that's
So
That's
anyway, real quick, these. So here's the fucked up part about the show that I like that kind of turned me off from it. So every pony has like this mark on their ass called their cutie marks.
their tramp stamps.
Yo, this-
Yeah, exactly. They were
This
their
is
tramp
literally
stamp.
this is literally the Zuckles origin story.
Oh yeah.
So they had tramp stamps that had basically told their character like Rainbow Dash out of Rainbow, fucking the country girl pony, whatever the fuck her Applejack. She had like
I like how you can still remember their names.
a spur or some shit.
Spur.
A spur like from the cowboy boot or whatever the fuck. So yeah, that's what I thought was fucking weird. So
See, I remember tidbits of the show because my sister was into it, and we had to watch what she wanted to watch because she was the little sister. So I have a little knowledge of the lore. Okay, and because yesterday we had to go through a bunch of crap in our attic, and I saw a bunch of the fucking shit in there from that. So it's funny you brought that up. From like that era. Like I made me want to shoot myself. Because it just brought back memories of how cringy I was back in the day. Like, I think I mentioned this a little last time, but I found the lost video of my first content on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I will give it to Pablo for this episode or last episode to put in.
the last.
Do it for this one since you brought it up.
Yeah. Because actually, what I want to do is I want to edit it into the first episode, so people have to go back to find
What if we
it.
reacted to it?
Right,
Please.
I private it, and I don't want to unprivate it. I don't want to do it right now, bro.
Unlist it and then give us a link. It's the same thing. They won't see it.
Yeah, I don't want to watch it though.
Okay,
Pussy.
we'll watch it.
In your
Pussy.
presence.
I really just don't want to do this right. Fine.
Dude, if I had found anything on my phone that was like, because I'm on my,
Would
on my
y'all
iPod.
share? Would you have shared it? Or would
Yeah,
you
my
bury
for
it?
context, my iPod Touch. I bought a charger.
No,
for it.
no,
It's
you
been-
guys don't know because this deserves to be buried. It
Well,
is.
what is it? What is it?
It is literally me holding up Lego figures with my hands.
Dude, it's gonna
Oh,
be
it's
the
a-
equivent of you playing with toys. Like, who
Literally,
cares?
that's
Who cares? It's not
How
that
old
bad.
were you?
I was like 12.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, no, it was 2 weeks ago, dude.
It was last month, dog.
What the fuck?
Right. Yeah, my
I'm
the
unlisting
skeleton.
it.
All right, so for context though, I had this iPod Touch in like 5th grade to like 7th grade because I didn't get a phone.
We
till
gotta
then.
react to some of your MLG parodies.
Oh, we should.
Dude, those were
They're
great.
uneventful, but whatever.
Nah, those were fire, dog. I
Why am
remember
I going
watching
Pawn
them.
Stars? I just want my channel.
So, yeah, I had this iPod Touch and it ran out of battery and we didn't have the cable for it. Nobody in this house uses Apple products aside from that. So we kind of just like let it die. It just been in a drawer until like a few weeks ago when I bought a charger off Amazon just out of morbid curiosity. And I charged it up and half the shit on it is gone. I don't know why. Like there's nothing in the camera roll. Nothing interesting. Just dumb shit. Me playing around with like a special effects app or whatever.
nice.
None of the apps. I had an app that let you download YouTube videos, and I remember having like the TNT, the Minecraft parody on there.
Yo, that's based.
I
That is
had
based.
what was the other one? It was the. I think Juan showed me this, or maybe I found it on my own, but it was a
I
Rage
used
Comics
to
in real life
rule-
video.
What?
Yeah.
Shit, dog.
There was other shit too. I don't remember. But yeah, that was fuck. I'm gonna have to say because there's like some skeletons in there that I remembered. I was like, I'm gonna have to like face my fucking demons here. Like I'm gonna have to like face my past and like reconcile with the crimes I committed.
20 views 6 years ago.
Damn.
So
Ooh.
2000.
Were all of those you?
2014,
All those 20 views were you.
probably honestly.
Who else could have seen that?
My parents, my grandparents.
Did you show
Because I
them?
put it on my because my account was linked to Google Plus, and all my family was on like my grandparents.
Your
and shit
family used Google Plus.
My dad did, and my grandparents did.
That's the impressive part to me. I didn't know anyone that used it ever. Not once.
I used it like for a little bit. I was like, it's the only social media I can have because my dad was like, you don't get Facebook, you don't get. Because
Hey
this is
yo,
when
good.
Facebook
Thank God for that though.
Yes, thank God. I
Yeah,
did.
Really
honestly,
dodged the bullet
That
there.
redeems him completely in my eyes, honestly. 0 likes, 1 dislike.
Was it also you? No, bro, that was your grandma. Your grandma
My
liked
grandma
it.
was like,
This video's shit. What's this crap?
What kind of fuck shit is this? I think because I liked or put a comment on a Minecraft animation or something like that, like from a Minecraft video. Like from back in the day, I put a comment on it and posted on my Google Plus, and my grandma saw it. Like shit like that.
Don't
would
talk shit
happen to
about
me.
Minecraft, Oscar.
I'm not talking shit on it, but
Oh, dude, one time I
all right,
as
I'm
you
putting
do
it in the Discord
as you
chat.
do as a younger child, I got in like into some arguments with a guy on YouTube comments. As you do, you know.
Did somebody bring
did
up
you guys
your
ever
old
do
comment?
Did
Back,
y'all
like
do?
some guy bring up your old YouTube comment back in the day?
No, this guy came onto my YouTube channel because I was talking shit on his videos.
Nice.
And he like, because they're admittedly it was pretty bad, but like he came onto my channel, which is very obvious shit posts. Like it was like my
You're bad at video games, kid.
it's my only video that's still up right now. I think it's like the For Honor one where it was like a broken piece of shit at the time. So like I thought I'd make some funny edits of it, but like it was like a very obvious shit post. Like, wow, you're gonna talk shit on me when this is the kind of videos you're making. I was like, it's a meme, bro. It's not meant to be a fucking avant-garde art piece.
Also, I put it in the chat. The video's in the chat.
I don't know if I might have deleted it.
Shut up.
The comment, the video's still there.
You
Bro,
censored
I don't know
just
if I
fucking
did. Maybe I
losing
did.
the argument,
No,
so
I
you just
responded to
deleted
him.
it.
No, okay, I want to see this. I can check this something else. But like, I either responded to him or I deleted it. I don't remember.
Please enjoy the Lego Movie trailer.
Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
dude.
Hold up, I'll put it on the big screen here. Oh,
Wait,
okay. There's 2 comments, but I can't see them.
Wait, can we like watch it now?
Okay. All right. Dumbest video on earth. You got balls talking shit about other people's content when this is what you make. Seriously. Next time you say you want to kill yourself on my comment section, I probably did do that.
Awesome.
Just do it. Just do
Awesome.
it. I'm first to comment here and to tell your videos are dog shit. And then someone I don't know said, "Oh, reaction. I kind of want to go on your channel and complain about your content." You know what? He probably told you the same thing in your comment section, but in a more intelligent way. So must have been someone.
Yo, someone
Okay.
defended you in your comment section.
No, because this guy, the video this guy made, a lot of people
someone
were
is gonna go like
it was
this
a
for a
very
little bit.
unpopular video. Like a lot of people were opposed to it. So I was
Nice.
arguing. I had like a lot of homies in this argument.
Yo.
I had, like,
Clout
I had
from that.
Yo.
I had some shooters on my side, bro.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I know. I might have like deleted.
All right,
my
let's get this over with because I just
Yeah,
cannot.
let's watch it.
I
Let's
can't.
watch it.
I can't stand it. Honestly.
So let me just finish this up. I'm pretty sure what I did is I typed up a response, but I deleted my own. I just decided to ignore it, which is probably the best way to go about it. I was surprisingly mature then. All right.
You were invited into the For Honor closed beta, bro.
Damn.
Everyone was. It was closed. You just had to sign up for a
That's what
thing.
you call an open beta.
Do you have a link?
Well, actually
Yeah,
not.
right there. Dude.
Oh God,
All right.
I hate it.
This is
bro.
the world premiere.
world premiere.
premiere.
Second world premiere.
I'm gonna play
for-
that. I'm gonna play that audio clip, the world premiere. I'm gonna switch to the speakers. No, you know what?
I don't.
Okay.
God, this is so cringe. Because I was like, because it also pause. This is also what because this is like encapsulating what I was into at this time, like the shit like Doctor Who and shit like that. What I was into, like.
You know what? Since you're gonna be open about all this shit, I'm gonna tell you my fucking skeletons in the closet because I have some bad shit.
Okay, we should probably
later
save it
on.
for after it.
Yeah, of course. But
I'm gonna be sitting here covering my ears. I'll tell you.
on.
Actually, I'll do. This will
it
be
won't
director.
be that bad.
I'm sure
This
it's
will
not
be
that
director's
bad.
commentary of this video. Okay,
Okay, so
this will be my director's commentary.
Of course. So this is the world premiere of Lego Movie trailer by Oscar.
This is
AKA
after the
epic
first
one.
Lego
Bro, hold
movie.
up. Can I say this name? Your name is the epic one.
Yo, that's based. I forgot
Please
that.
enjoy.
Anything there? All right, you know. Are you subscribed to Markiplier though?
Yeah,
Fair
yeah, yeah.
enough.
And a bunch of my sister's YouTube channels she watched for a long time.
Oh,
Because she
okay.
took over the account because I left it logged in on my computer.
Dude, I feel that.
She fucking took it over and watched like not a panda, but
My brother would take my fucking phone.
Afnow or whatever. Like
My
these
brother would
girl
take my
Minecraft
phone.
YouTubers.
My brother would take my iPod Touch and he'd watch Naruto AMVs.
Joker's trick.
He'd watch them on Google Chrome, like not on YouTube. It was weird. All right.
The heroes of
Oh God, I can't hear myself.
combined forces.
Somewhere in the guy.
Common enemy.
Turn the,
No.
Pause. Pause.
No.
Starring
No.
Batman.
Pause. pause for a second because I want to talk about this. I didn't know how to cut to like a black screen, so I could use my finger to cover up the camera. You could see it in the beginning.
Dude, that's ingenuity.
It is ingenuity.
You know how like
smart.
and
my-
like directors would have like weird methods of getting effects before like computers were a thing. That's what you were doing, bro. Except computers were already a thing.
Yeah,
Dog.
I was just I had to use I didn't use After Effects. I used Microsoft Movie Maker to add those
I don't
subtitles.
know how you
in.
would even have After Effects.
I-
I don't even have After Effects.
No, I used Windows Movie Maker.
Well, yeah, no shit. But like even then, you should be able to cut. All right,
Lightweight.
your boy.
I literally would toss them and grab them.
Ghost Batman.
oh,
White power back.
so that was no.
Superman.
It was
Movie.
White Batman, bro.
Superman.
This is after
Your
Man of
voice is
Steel.
surprisingly good in
Gandalf.
this.
Superman. This is.
Gandalf.
Should I do a remake of this? Grab my old Legos.
Yo, this has Christopher Lee Gandalf in it.
Aquaman. No
Yes.
one's favorite superhero.
Oh no! Okay. Oh, no! It's gonna be copyright claimed. I have 4 copyright claims on the last one, so whatever.
Epic.
The first one.
Yeah, the first Doctor Who. Because I literally walked around my bed.
The Joker.
Start
Even
early
back
start.
in the day, dude. Even
More
back in the day.
business.
This is after the Lego movie, by the
So
way.
it is, okay.
And I bought pause again.
Langstrom/Minnie.
So what I did back in the day was I had
We should have recorded this video. Like we had enough storage for this.
yeah
All right.
but
well.
what I had back in the day was I bought a package of Lego guns on the internet,
Alright.
of actual real guns, but for Lego figures. So I was like badass. So you could see with the Lord business from the Lego movie one that I had an actual. What you doing, bro? Oh, we're gonna. We've already done halfway through this, bro.
Who cares? Just as an experiment. Oh, never mind. My camera's broken.
All right, but anyway, I had a package of Lego guns, of just real guns for Lego figures. So I showed them off as much as not as much as possible, but I still had them in my Lego figures hands. I think I was just reaching into my little bucket and grabbing out figures. All right, go. Just continue.
You didn't even have them prepared on stand.
No, I had no. They were prepared. They were just on the other side of my bed.
Okay.
So I walked around.
Set designer as adding on to your list of talents here.
Art director,
Put
set
that shit on
designer.
your resume.
Voice
Put this
actor.
video on your resume.
For real.
People are gonna find this shit, bro. My future employers.
It's unlisted. It's fine.
No. This podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't do anything about that.
Play button.
Mr. Freeze.
Is it just introducing characters?
Yeah,
and,
is this the whole
nothing
thing?
Else?
Yeah, this is looking to be the cast of my
Master.
movie, my magnum opus. I'm going to do a remake of this video.
Superman's evil clone.
I don't know. This would be a pretty underwhelming trailer. They just introduced all the characters.
And Iron Man's evil robots.
That's
These people, these entities are of supreme evil and
I'm a,
meant to fight them.
It's not that bad.
Literally my desk.
Spoiler, it will end in awesome explosion.
Okay.
This is pretty epic. Narwhal bacon's at midnight. Am I right, fellow Reddit?
Or subscribe to my channel.
Subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Leave a like for
Leave a
the
like.
epic
Leave a
voice.
like. I'm gonna kill myself, dog.
That wasn't too bad, man.
Direct.
Epic voice. It's just starring you and directed
Yes.
by you.
That's the fucking joke.
Yeah.
But I'm bad at it. Were there any
Yeah,
comments?
usually
Zero comments.
No. Usually the joke is you have a bunch of titles and then your name.
Neil
You just did-
Breen.
You did 2.
I was the original Neil Breen. Bro, I forgot about it flipping to my face, dog. I forgot about
funny.
that shit.
It's so well framed. It looks like the kid that says the comment of the kid that says, "God, I wish that was me."
It looks like there's a picture that God said. It's like God said, or I
That
said.
must have peaked so hard.
Oh, you did, bro. It didn't peak that hard.
I can't go back because it's still recording, but
Hey, you live and you
it
learn.
sounded pretty loud to
That's
me.
that when it panned over to your face, that looked like the kid from Twitter that would comment on some e-girls like,
Yeah,
"Come
yeah,
to
yeah.
daddy."
That's what I was thinking.
Nah, I was too innocent for that.
Damn, dog. That's amazing.
Alright, since I told your shit, I'm gonna tell you mine. So the biggest fucking thing I'm like deathly afraid of in my phone, and I always thought like this was gonna be like a sleeper agent thing for Juan. That if he ever remembers, I'm gonna have to fucking kill him to keep the information from escaping.
Oh,
Because I
shit.
showed him this. Can you remember what it was?
Well, when did
Is
you
this
show
making
me?
noise?
6th
on
grade.
my mic?
It was on my phone. It was a picture.
I think I.
It was my penis. No.
Juan got sexually
It was
harassed
such
by
it was such an
Pablo.
uncomfortable situation that he completely like removed it from his memory. No, it was me cosplaying Jeff the Killer.
Pop it up on screen. Throw it up on screen.
I can't. It doesn't exist.
Holy
It's gone.
No.
Eradicated. And
No.
you know what? I'm sad too, because like that was like as cringy and like as much of as I want to forget that shit. It's so fucking.
It's just like my video there.
It's
that
so
I made.
depressing.
Which, if this video hits 10 likes, I will remake the video and post it on this channel.
Okay, so the most is like it's so depressing because I wanted to go back on this old device and go down all memory lane for better or for worse, even
I
the
don't
bad
have
memories.
any of my old devices.
I wanted to see like any of that shit, even the bad stuff. I like if I could find like old porn, like anything, literally anything. I didn't find anything. I was
He's
so
missing
sad.
some pages
Like,
from his folder. He needs
like-
new stuff.
Before I was dreading it, but now I'm like
Nostalgic
I feel like I wish I could
for
could
the
see
porn,
that
not
picture.
for anything else.
I wish I could see that picture and put it up on screen and fucking die, because that's way better than being sad about it not existing.
That's true. That's true. I was kind of bummed because I thought I deleted that video
Yeah.
a long time ago because I was like, it's because I went through a phase in like 6th, 7th grade. Wait, no, that was like 6th grade when that happened. I think
That was 2014. I just saw the
2014.
thing.
Okay, so I would have been
Was it
12 when that was recorded.
Yes, same probably.
So that would have been 7th, 6th, 7th grade. It was just me fucking around. But like once I hit like early high school, I was concerned about my image, which I still am, but because I was against us watching it for a little bit here. But I feel like I went through a fucking phase where I just deleted a lot of shit, like from my life. Like I went through, like I still there's somewhere exists a folder of my memes from like when I first got my phone in 7th grade. So like a bunch of like Rage comics and shit, and like I used to look on Google Batman memes, like shit like that. So it'd be like block text or impact font. Batman says what? It's Batman making that. It's like
Oscar, this literally sounds like the post-ironic memes you make now. Like this
I
is
mean,
exactly
yeah.
the same shit. That's
it,
hilarious to me. Like the fact that
it's literally come around.
it's
It's come full circle.
It's full
Yeah.
circle. But like
like if you found them and like you just brought them back to life and posted them in a meme page, they would not go.
okay, buddy, retard, and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
But it wasn't even. It would be like this picture is either 2 Batmans or 1 picture of Wolverine, shit like that.
No.
Or like I used to be.
Oh, this is the fucking thing I had from. It was from a fucking Fine Brothers video.
Yo, was the old late? Is that what
Yeah.
the old people?
Oh, my favorite part is they had that joke. where
Fine
she-
Brothers have an old people concentration
Yeah, but,
camp
like,
where they get those.
My favorite
people
part is
from.
like in that video they had like this old lady where she said like a sexual joke or whatever. She was like, "Play it," and like they had that thing show up. And then right after that, it was like they announced that like one of the old people from the show had fucking died. like right after, I was laughing. Like,
Hello,
what the fuck?
we are the Fine Brothers. One of our old people. I'm one of the old people in our old.
It was like
people
in loving
has died.
memory of this person. It was like, what the fuck? It's like that video. It's like oh.
But seriously, like there's so much stuff that I deleted that I kind of wish I still had. Like I used to have just a bunch of like shitty stop motion on my old 3DS, where I would just like it was actual stop motion, not fucking me holding shit up to the camera. It was like on a plate thing for Lego figures and stuff. So I would like I made a couple Lego ones. I made one of Optimus Prime transforming. This would have been the same time frame. But I that 3DS got drowned essentially.
Aw, dude.
Gone
I know.
forever.
Our
Gone
DSi
forever.
is kind of a time capsule too, because we had like the audio recording thing.
Oh
We'd fuck around
shit!
with that a lot.
I had that too. That was in my 3DS too. But my dad figured out a way to put music on it. So like I actually had like Beatles and shit on there. So and like I only listened to Weird Al and like themes from movies. That's where I got the Superman theme and shit from.
Yeah.
Because it was just on CDs that my dad had. So I just kind of
Dude, I feel that. In middle school, I just listened to a bunch of video game soundtrack. And, like,
Yeah,
vaguely
the
metal.
soundtracks were Weird Al Yankovic, which I already mentioned in an old
Yeah.
podcast.
I noticed that with a lot of people that play video games, they have a whole phase where they don't really listen to like actual music. Like obviously, it's actual music. That's
Yeah,
pretentious to
it's
say
real
this-
music, but
Yeah,
it's
but, like,
not.
it's not like dedicated like artists or something. You know, it's
It's either.
like because it's like really convenient because it's right there in front of them. Like they play the game, they check out the soundtrack, and that's all their music
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
That's
And that
interesting.
was me with like Superman, the movie, and like.
For me, it was a lot of Hans Zimmer because I liked his
Yo.
stuff. The Crisis 2 soundtrack is fucking under the radar. That shit was actually fire.
Y'all want to talk about fire video game soundtracks? Talk about Lego Batman, the first Lego Batman soundtrack.
Those were
I don't
basically just the
remember
Tim Burton
much.
films, though,
That's
right?
true. That's
Yeah.
true. But also fucking tight.
You
Well, yeah, because the
what-
Tim Burton ones had like
Yeah.
tight music in general.
You know
Alan
which game
Silvestri.
had the best soundtracks? Saints Row 2.
Dude.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that was
GTA,
that was
San
licensed music.
Andreas.
That's different.
GTA San Andreas? If we're going on that train.
Where did San Andreas have? I never. Really
Yeah,
noticed
it
much.
had Danzig. It had like
That's
a bunch
nice.
of good like rock in
Yeah.
there.
When did it take place? Like late '90s, right?
Something like
yeah.
that.
So
yeah.
then it had like rock, but also had rap and stuff.
It had Toto. Yo.
Yo.
'Cause I remember Africa.
I'm just
and
talking about
shit.
the theme song though, the San Andreas theme song.
Oh yeah, that shit's fire.
Welcome to San Andreas. I'm CJ from Grove Street. Y'all remember the rap to that?
I've heard
No.
clips of it.
I
I didn't know if that was real. That sounded like a meme.
It's a real
Yeah.
thing. I forgot
Kind
what
of
the
like Will
artist-
Smith doing "Welcome to the Wild West."
Wiki, wiki, wow, wow, wow.
There's another thing I want to tell y'all. Another fucking skeleton in the closet. This is like my second biggest one.
Because I released a doozy, y'all.
Mine was pretty bad too. Like
It was
that-
a picture of you that doesn't exist anymore, so you're
yeah,
good.
but like that's way more cringy because
it's not.
okay, it's cringy to me because it's my
cringy
thing.
to you, but
Well, like,
also
you were a
I'm.
little kid. Like
Yeah.
you do stupid
I
shit.
was a
all
Here's
little
the
the
thing. Here's the
too.
thing. We have to
Also
understand.
too.
Like we were little kids. We did.
But I was also a cringe lord.
So was I.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, same. Like,
What did you do? Juan?
all right,
What-
so
I mean, you
Okay,
revealed the
my
puzzle.
that's pretty bad.
My
It
Little-
is
My Little
pretty
Pony.
bad.
So-
My Little
but
Pony
here's another
simping. That's
one.
pretty bad.
from middle
Zuckles.
school, you know, My Little Pony, that was 6th grade, but 7th grade, there was like this whole wave, which was like, I feel like this was my only weeb phase that I like broke off like at the end of the school year. This anime called Hitalia like rose up, and like I didn't pay attention to it, but I was
like
friends.
the gamers.
Once again, it was like I'm pretty sure you got into it because all the weeb girls were under it, right?
No, so like, so for those who don't know, Hitalia is like an anime where every single country in the world is personified as one person. So like, I was friends with a bunch of weebs, and like I
Did
hung
they make
around
you
them.
be a country? Was that?
Yes,
Is that where
yeah.
this is going?
So one friend in particular who shall not be named, but I'm pretty sure Pablo knows who he is.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
wanna pause the recording real quick.
Unlike last episode, we're gonna be cool and not fucking name people when talking shit on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last up, we're not gonna name names. I'm just gonna record a bunch of after we're done with this. We'll cut that out.
So yeah, he would come up to me and be like, you know, you look a lot like Japan. And then I said, the fuck? So that
Let's
I would
verify
look
that.
it
I'm
up.
looking
Yeah,
this
look
up.
it up
Verify
right now.
it, verify.
Japan Hitalia.
And fucking
Verify.
incognito because I don't want this fucking up my search results. I don't want to get like advertisements for him.
JoCo Junkies incognito mode.
Yeah.
And like when I looked it up first, like I would go home, look it up, and then I thought, shit, that does look like me. Because back in middle school, I had a bowl cut.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yo, that's based.
It
That
just
is
looks like
based.
fucking generic anime, dude. That-
Yeah.
It looks like Marth.
I wouldn't even say that looks like a person.
It looks like Marth from Smash.
It's so devoid of features. What the fuck is he? Maybe this one.
Maybe it was
maybe this one.
Maybe
Alright.
it was an insult in disguise. But like, yeah,
Middle school girls are mean.
Like,
I
Given,
know
all the-
because
I
I
don't
lived
know.
with one.
Given later,
That's not creepy. I have a sister.
given later developments with this person, I don't know if that's the case.
But like, yeah, all the weebs were into that Italian anime. And they would all say like, "Oh, hey Japan,"
That's
like instead of
weird.
my name.
You know what?
And then I thought, you know what, fuck it, I might as well join them. Because I was watching the anime and I thought, you know what, this isn't bad. So then I played along with it, and like,
First mistake.
so
your
yeah,
biggest mistake.
first
Playing
mistake,
along with it.
last mistake. So, yeah, and in the anime, it's all stereotypical. So Japan, like,
See, I wanna
he
talk
talks
about
like,
something,
"Oh,
but-
hero, I am Japan." Like he wouldn't pronounce his L's. Like
Which Japan
R's.
is? Is it like fucked up Imperial Japan or like fucking useless otaku Japan with a dwindling population?
Imperial, I guess, because
Okay.
they like went through the World War I and World War II stories. That's like I will give Italia this. It did make like learning about World War I and World War II hit pretty interesting because it would like personify all the countries how they acted during those times. So, but then like around like season 4 or 5, it started getting into some homo shit, like full on like full frontal France.
I assume that's why
fucks
they're into it.
Austria type of shit, and that's when I like gave up. That's when I realized like, you know what, this isn't worth
You
it.
probably asked them like, I
Those
don't know about this. And like, what are you
opposite
talking about? This is the best part.
Exactly. So I just said, fuck it. It's not worth it anymore. Fuck it.
Yeah, you want me to
See,
like that?
you see, y'all talk about the kind of people you associated with back in the day. freshman year, I made some questionable decisions with my friendships. We'll bleep out names again, of course.
No, just give like pseudonyms.
We'll call him Greg.
Okay.
And
Heffley?
we're gonna cut this bit out, so just so you guys know who I'm talking about, we'll cut this bit out of the podcast.
Cool. Who was? Oh.
But in context, I knew Greg back in middle school, and he was a fucking liar. He was a fucking big fat liar because he used to say he made Minecraft mods and shit to me. Like we'd be like standing together next to each other in the lunch line because I am literally able to make friends with anybody. It's a humble brag, but also like it's true because I can literally like just go up to somebody like, "What's up, man?" and just chill. Like cause that's been like people, my mom, especially like my parents especially have said that like I'm easy to make friends with. And that's not always a good thing because I'll go up to fucking random ass like.
Yeah, I can feel that. Like sometimes it's hard to tell someone to fuck off. I've always
Yeah,
had that problem.
It wasn't even telling them to fuck off. It was that I couldn't really tell that they were that they were on some fuck shit.
Okay.
Like this has been happening since like first grade. Like I knew this kid.
Oh, yeah.
I knew this kid in first grade who was like a huge asshole to everybody, and people stopped talking to him, and I kind of caught on to that, so I stopped talking to him. But he was like this kid. He was just this guy who was an asshole to everybody. I didn't realize he was an asshole. I just thought he was fun to talk to. So his name was Dante. Just kidding. But
The rest is history.
The rest is history. Anyway, it was not Dante. It was
Hey, before you go on, want to like turn on the AC?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We'll continue the story after a brief intermission.
Brief intermission.
I would play the organ, but it's covered in
Starting
cat
now.
food.
Starting now.
musical intermission.
Put that music in the fucking musical.
So Oscar, how's it been, dog? It's been years.
It's been a week.
It's been fucking a week.
It's been 6 days.
6 days. Fuck, dog. It's been that long. Feels like a year now. And we're back.
Context to the story. In middle school, I would talk to Greg, and we would just talk about Minecraft and shit because he was into the same. And he heard of a YouTube channel I had heard of, which is another cringy ass YouTube channel, which I'll never speak the name of because I have just erased it from my memory because it did like Gmod roleplay and shit. Am I low?
It's the business from Mike.
Okay, I'm gonna move beyond this fuck shit. But really, it was literally just like we talk about this one YouTube channel that did like Gmod roleplay. They did Minecraft videos and stuff, and that's how I knew Greg here. But Greg is a fucking weirdo. He's I think he's killed cats or some shit.
I think it's done a little more than just.
He's a pedophile. I'm 90.
What the?
I got that too, dog. I got that too. We're just wearing black
I rarely
shirts.
have that. I put the deodorant right now. I just put it on, so.
Yeah. But he's on some fuck shit. No, let's. We're not going to list everything he did because that could lead our dedicated fan base to look him up online.
Yeah, because he's pretty well known in our area. I feel like would be
We've had teachers. We know literal teachers who have clowned on him for or like who have
His fucking.
his who's school.
He fucking. Let's not get into that. This like cost one their jobs, but holy shit,
That was
baffling to
it
me.
was hilarious.
Jesus, dude.
He barks at me.
He's a fucking furry. I didn't know what I didn't have a concept of
We're
what.
getting into it now. We can't.
Okay, well, he's not saying he's a furry.
Well, fair enough, but
There's a lot of furries, but he's one of the fucked up ones. Basically, but the story is that's like I knew him in like 7th grade, and then I caught up with him, and we had gym together in 9th grade. And I didn't have any friends other than band kids, and there was no band kids in my gym class. So like this is before I met the gangs, before I met Dummy Lit Gang, before I met JoCo Junkies.
Before he made the blood oath and became one of the Dummy Lit Gang.
Informed the Blood Oath, and we formed JoCo Junkies in the middle of the woods on top of Pentagram of fire.
yeah,
Where we
exactly.
circle jerked around a
Yeah,
cracker
no.
until one of us.
So we played a game of
he ate
of
the
soggy.
cracker just like we did.
Played a game of soggy
And
biscuits.
after that, he like wrote someone like on his hands, and we gotta give each other handshake. Inseminated handshake, yeah.
But anyway, so I didn't really talk to it was like I knew him, and then there was like 2 other people who were like kind of jock types. So I'm not a jock. I don't like sports and shit. But like, so I would talk to him, and I met his friend group with this girl, guy,
Wee man, I don't know.
weeb person,
Wee man.
emo ass, emo head
We
ass.
it's.
So Greg and emo were the only people I really talked to in gym class because
Who's emo? Cameron? Oh, okay.
I guess I think it was because I knew all these guys when they were fucking so Greg and emo person, they were just kind of like, so I was like, okay, I guess I'll talk to you guys, and he was like, fucking, I knew shit was up when he was like, yo, look at this video of this dead cat. I was like, what the fuck, dog? It's fucked up. And like I should have gotten out then, but I didn't, and I just kind of, because I don't fucking have anyone to hang out with.
I get that.
It'd be like that.
And so I would just talk to these people, and emo kid was cool, but then it shit just got like I decided to just fucking stop talking to them, so I just like left. I pieced out like during like those free days at gym.
Yeah.
I just pieced and played basketball with a bunch of people. I hit the peace sign, disappear.
Just abruptly, like
Yeah, because I just kind of like I saw signs of them being on some fuck shit, and I realized I'm not gonna get any spicy senoritas if I keep talking to them people.
That's
so
what
I
it all
stopped.
comes down to.
I wouldn't have had the balls to do that. I would have like tolerated
I didn't.
it.
I
hated myself.
I should have stopped when I saw him fucking showing us a video of dead cat.
Maybe that's where I would have stopped. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but I didn't stop because I was fucking too much of a pussy, and finally I just did because these fucking people are weird. Anyway, that's my story about how I was fucking almost in the emo group at our school. I was almost indoctrinated, brainwashed.
Damn, dude. I don't think I've ever had like an encounter with that group at our school.
You know?
Oh, dude, I had my. Oh, you
Okay,
kinda
I
did.
think I did have one.
I assume the same person you were talking about with the anime when you, same person that called you Japan.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Did they go to our
But like,
school?
so okay.
Can we cut out and say who that was? Because I still have fucking no idea who that
All right,
was.
it was our boy. You don't know him. He went to our middle school. There's like a whole lore behind him. I don't think
He was chill for the most part. There was just like these odd moments.
Yeah.
Not like fucking whatever his face was from the last episode.
Yeah.
So,
Negative Brody.
but like here's like
Reverse Brody.
But like through that like
you just say
dark
the N-word?
through that dark period in my Hitalia life in 7th grade, there was this actually like really nice moment that I still think about that I thought was really cool. Oscar, I don't know. I know you know Heard of Him, white, black hair.
That doesn't narrow it down. But I think I do.
Doesn't narrow it.
Right? Or before was it? I always forget what he changed into.
But yeah, back when she was like,
Give a pseudonym. Just give a
pseudonym.
so we can cover that up with people.
Earl.
Earl it is. The boy Earl.
My name is Earl.
So back when Earl was like he was still like a girl. He was into like Italia too, and I remember this one memory. I was in class. I was like writing my notes and stuff, and then like this like little paper airplane like flew down to my notebook. I opened it up, and it was like this anime sketch of me. It like had my name. It wasn't like some sus shit. It was like really well drawn, and I remember it because like it was a good. Like, how often do you get somebody drawing your portrait?
I mean, I have because I'm the artist guy I talked to you about. He drew me. That was nice.
Yeah.
It was.
Did he draw Thanos you or just you?
No. It was like way cuter than I should be. That was his art style, but it's fine and it looked good. It's on my Instagram.
If y'all don't know,
because I'm mentioned in it. You can see it there.
If y'all don't know, I call him Thanos Pablo because I made him a fucking Photoshop
That was
image
great.
of his face on Thanos.
Because
I'm still saying to fucking snap the servers XP levels.
All right, so you brought up Earl. I had a similar experience, and it felt really sweet to me too. Because like, all right, it was different. It wasn't a drawing of me, but like, so it was art class. What happened? I couldn't hear it. I barely heard it. What was that?
This is video from the other room.
What was it?
Oh shit!
I couldn't hear it because I had the headphones on. Damn, all I can hear is you guys and myself. Oh man! All right, so
It's like when I started laughing at the fucking Channel Awesome papers.
right, so it was an
that in
art
text,
class,
too.
and a lot of my fucking cringe stories start like this. Okay, so
hell
basically, I had a presentation,
Oh.
And this is middle school me, and he's quirky, and he can't do a normal presentation. To be fair, a lot of the time it went very well, and I think I had some fucking bangers. But like, I took a lot of risks with like how I did presentations. Sometimes sometimes it came out fucking cringy. Sometimes they were fire. This one was the former. So we had to choose an artist for presentation. We just did it on their history and their art style, whatever. And at the time, I was really into Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So I did a presentation on the manga artist, which
that'd be like these days if I had art class and I did a fucking presentation on Hirohito Araki.
Of course you fucking would, and it'd be just as cringy as my shit.
It would be, but this is why.
Like, haha, Dio, am I right? Ha, get the joke.
Kono Dio da.
Ha,
You're approaching
Mura,
me.
Mura, am I right, bro?
Muda. Aura. Am I right, guys?
No, so like this could be a good.
Yo, Angelo.
All right, so this presentation on paper, it's not a terrible idea because you could do like a whole thing on in general, like anime art style and the history and of it shit. But that's not what I did. Instead, I just had a bunch of fucking slides explaining what this artist's like different series were about, which has nothing to fucking do with like the art. Yeah, so that's like cringy, and it was a she by the way. But like that's like just remembering that, just talking about irrelevant information for a bunch of animes I didn't even watch because I only watched fucking Brotherhood or the full first Fullmetal Alchemist 2. So like either way, even while I was doing this presentation, I was like, wow, this is fucking bad. Like I was just trying to get it over with.
That's self-awareness, though.
Yeah, usually it's not till like way after.
You probably got like an F on that.
In this case, I got A because like fill out the requirements just fine, I guess. But, like it was like, this is bad. I just want to get this over with. It's just fun. So like I finished it. I was like bad. I was like down on my luck. I felt like shit. I felt stupid, dude. But then here comes Earl with his fucking drawing of the main character from the show. I was like, oh dude, I love that show too. I was like, oh, that's sweet.
Aw, dude, our
like,
boy Earl.
Cool. Yo, Earl.
Through.
Like,
shout out to Earl.
Probably didn't think anything of it at the time, but at the time I felt like dog shit. And here comes Earl with this fucking like. It was a nice drawing too. I was like, oh fuck, this.
See, I have a pretty.
That,
the only good drawing I have ever done. I took art class in middle school, and I drew a fucking awesome ass picture of Gohan on my portfolio thing from Dragon Ball. But my only good art from that whole time period was when I did a picture of Vegeta straight out of the fucking Dragon Ball manga. Like I just like looked at the picture and I'd like go back and I'd like fucking just like. But it's the exact same picture, but it's a little bigger.
Oh, dude, I won an award for my art one time last year or this year.
Nice.
It feels like last year. That's how fucked all this is. Yeah. So for basically my art teacher, she just fucking like put, without telling you, she'll put you into competitions for like local shit without even telling you. So like one time I was just like in her class. It was the next semester because I had her class 2 semesters this year. And she came and was like, hey, here's your certificate for like, oh, you were second place in this art contest. I was like, what? So basically it was we had this project where it was a graphic design thing. And what we had to do was we had to take a drawn photo of someone's face, and we had to cut it into squares and then like have it superimposed on this regularly printed image of it, so it looked like kind of like weird like refractions of it. And we'd color in each square differently, so it looked cool. Nice. And I drew I'm a fucking dweeb, so I drew Joe Duplantier of Gojira because he has a cool face in my opinion. And I drew him, and it looked okay. I thought the colors were kind of shitty. And I looked around the class.
That's cool.
Yeah, I looked around the class.
Weeb shit.
Well, yeah, I looked around the class and I saw a lot of like way better ones. And like, but whatever, I just finished the project. Oh, that's the thing. This was my last class of the day. I did not give a fuck about art because you have to try to fail that shit. You cannot fail art. Like, if you fail art, you should be fucking shut down. See, or you just didn't go to school. Like, you weren't there, or you're like a clamshell or something, just sitting on a table. Like, you can't fail it. But I could probably. Like, yeah, that's the thing. I was sleeping there's parts where you can see like the ink blots where it like grow because I was falling asleep on my fucking paper while coloring because it was a marker thing because marker is good for blending colors. So you could see like these like ink blots where like I fell the fuck asleep and other shit like, and I just went through the motions. I didn't give a shit about it, and then it won an award. And it was like on display in our town hall.
And he wasn't even trying. God damn, Pablo.
So yeah,
amazing.
Fuck you.
I feel bad for the people that were, because there's some people that there's some people like putting their heart and soul into it. And it
this
looks way better than
asshole
mine.
that sleeps all day in class won an award.
There's like a drool stain on it. What's this?
Yo, that fucking reminds me of shit. There's a one fucking picture I wish I still had, and it was a picture of Weird Al that I drew in 2016 because I took an art class in
I'm looking for
ninth
an art
grade.
drawing I have in here. Go ahead.
I like this picture of Weird Al that I drew. We were supposed to draw like a normal. We were taking a picture of a normal person. We were drawing it out, and then we were using like Ben-Day dots or whatever the fuck they're called. And we were supposed to draw. We were just drawing Weird Al Yankovic. What the fuck? That's tight.
Okay, so
Yo, that's actually kind of tight, dog.
Okay, so the only
I
thing
thought it was like this. I thought it was just a fucking horse or some shit, like cave paintings. I didn't know it was an actual deer.
Right, so my thing
That's
is like
tight.
I never draw
Pop it
in
up
my
on
free
screen.
time. I
Yo,
only
pop it
ever
up on
draw
screen.
for like assignments and shit. But my problem is like I'm not a good drawer, but I still try to make it look good. So I'd spend like
And,
fucking hours just like battling with my own incompetence, not knowing how to draw
I
until it
feel
sounds
that.
okay.
I'm
Like,
that
shit-
way with
this shit took,
writing
like, 4
letters.
hours and it's like doesn't look like. it took
I'm that
4
way
hours.
with writing letters. I am absolute shit at writing letters.
Dude, I experienced this. I've never had to write letters until my brother went to the Navy.
Oh,
and I
hell
had to write him
yeah.
a letter. Dude, it took me like 3 days to write one
I'm gonna
fucking
go
letter.
on a rant here real quick. I'm gonna go on 2 rants this episode. One on Star Wars, but that's later. But
Ooh, breaking new ground there.
listen here, you son of a bitch. Okay, that was a bad Linkara impression, but anyway, like I hate fucking graduation traditions, especially since we're in a fucking new age of coronavirus and COVID
Yeah.
and shit. Canceled. Again.
Canceled.
We gotta bring that joke
Show's
every
over.
single time.
Here we
Fucking
go again.
here we go again.
Bye guys.
But still, like I fucking hate how my parents are. Cause I think this is the thing with white people. Because my parents are making me fill out fucking announcements for that I'm graduating.
Huh?
Yeah, like a little fucking note that's like has my name, like a card that says my name on it, in like a fucking like envelope with like a fucking card.
Yeah, they were offering to sell these.
Yeah. But apparently
graduation.
my parents, my sister, my grandparents have done it. Like, so it's a fucking tradition thing or some shit. But it's fucking stupid because now I have to fucking... Because literally my mom filled out a list of people I have to send them to.
Ugh.
It's like 21 people. And I know 8 of them. Like, 4 of them... Like, 2 of them are my grandparents. 1 of them is my uncle. 1 of them is my cousin. Like, shit like that. But it's like... Oh, my mom... My grandma's sister that I've never talked to. Or my fucking, like... my extended family on my mom's side that I've literally never seen, except for like 1 uncle on that side or something.
Dude, I'm glad I don't have to do that. Cause
Yeah, it's fucking
okay,
it's some
here's the
fuck
difference.
shit. And like I don't have to write anything in the cards, thank God. But I have to like fill out addresses and shit that look to make them look nice, because my mom is like, "What the fuck? You gotta make it look nice." And I accidentally put the stamp on the wrong side of the fucking letter.
So you've
Zoomer.
chosen death.
Mm-hmm.
I could never do that because I have a Mexican family, and there's like,
Yeah.
here's the thing: I have 13 aunts and uncles, all right, on each side, all right, and each of them had kids, and each of their kids had kids,
See,
and each
this
of their
is-
kids had kids.
This is making like, but like I thought my family was just like fucking 5 people that I knew. And this is like fucking extended family, like country fucking like farm people that I've never seen or talked to in fucking 20 years. In the 18 years that I've been on this earth, I've never seen like 12, 13 of these people in my whole life. And I have to like write them a fucking card about like, just, oh, hey, I'm graduating. Who the fuck cares, you know?
Honestly, yeah, I wouldn't.
Nobody
care if
fucking cares.
If you
Yeah.
received one of those letters, you would not
Like,
give a fuck.
don't
I
give a
know.
fuck, dude. Oh, you passed high school. So did like fucking a good 50% of the population or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it's some fuck shit. And it's like, and then it's like my fucking grandpa's brother Dennis. Like I know him. Like I've seen him before. Like funny story about him. Side note. I don't want to bring my grandpa's cousin brother into this. Cut that out. Cut that out.
Cut that out.
But it's just some fuck shit. Like it's stupid. White people. In conclusion,
White people, am I right?
white people. Am I right?
Try again. That's good. That's what you get for being white.
I know, right? Fucking hell, like, it's literally just white people, like, white people.
I mean, everyone has those equivalents in their own
That's
culture.
true,
Just like
that's
dumb,
true.
dumb traditions that don't mean anything that you have to like.
It
adhere
literally
to.
doesn't mean anything, though. Like, I'm putting I'm putting a copy of my senior picture in there, too. Like, because that's like my mom says I have to do. And so there's like 6 of them or so that I put upside down because I didn't fucking realize it, because I just have a stack of letters and they all look the same. So I'm just like, okay. I'm just putting stamps on them. And it's just fucking like, there's just a stack of 6 of them that are upside down. Because the flap of the envelope's on the opposite side of the stamp instead of like where the stamp should be. So it's fucking stupid. And my dad's like, I don't think it matters. But my mom's like, oh fuck, you fucked it up. What the fuck? like shit like that.
Remember the idea I had for a friend's wedding? This is completely unrelated. I'm sorry.
Hey.
With the gift card.
So this fucking podcast.
Remember when we had this idea for the gift? We're gonna not a gift card. We're gonna give him a like a little note or whatever.
Nice.
No, you were shopping for it, weren't you, or was it someone else?
Who? What?
Who? For Adrian's wedding. We were shopping for a.
No, I wasn't there.
Yes, you were. You drove me there. We went to
Oh
Walgreens.
yeah. Oh,
What was
Darian's
that?
wedding. That was Darian.
Darian's.
You said Adrian.
Oh fuck.
Oh, that was Darian's wedding. Oh, so
Vocal
literally, we went to the
dyslexia.
wedding, and I fucking forgot to get him shit. I forgot to get him something.
Imagine getting him anything.
Yeah, but so I was like, fuck, I gotta get him something. So I fucking rolled my the cash machine so I went and got a card at Walgreens and fucking wrote it in my car on the way to the fucking reception, and I fucking there's a cash machine there, so I got out like $30 or something like that.
I had a funny idea for that though. Like we put like a letter that's like we give him this like don't open it until like
Oh yeah.
don't open it for 25 years. It's very important. Okay, this means a lot to me. You can't.
And then just fill it with a bunch of fucking 2018
it's just like some
memes.
bullshit in there.
2019.
Like haha, stinky.
Dude, I remember.
Open this in a time of duress when like later on when
Yeah,
you
absolutely
like when
need it.
you feel like you need someone on your side, when you feel like you need someone like to help your support, when you feel like you need a friend that
It's
isn't
like
there.
25 years he's at his lowest point.
Yeah,
He
he's like
opens it.
drinking himself to death. Hopefully not, by the way. You're amazing.
we love
fucking
you,
person.
homie. We
I
love
hope
you.
this never comes to this.
Shout
one
out to
day.
Darian,
In this
bro.
hypothetical situation joke where like he's like everything's gone to shit and you're like drinking yourself to death and you open this letter like you know what let's give it a shot and he opens it up it's like stinky or some or some bullshit like that.
I'd probably push him over the edge. dog. like he'd be like,
Thank you for giving me the strength to finally fucking. Yo, I remember what I
that's
gave him
fucking-
as a gift. Because, like, the day prior, we all three of us went to, like, get our suits or whatever the fuck. Well, I already had my suit.
I already
went
had
to buy
mine, correct? Was I wearing the fucking prom suit?
No, you had a different thing.
Oh, yeah, I was wearing what I wore for the formal, I think.
Yeah. So,
Something like that.
I went to Kohl's with, I think it was you, me, and Henry. And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, and then they
Buying
gave me,
drip.
they gave me Kohl's cash that I just threw in my truck. And then, like, once it was like, oh, shit, we had to give him a present. So then I ran into my truck, and then I found, like, the $60 in Kohl's cash. So
So
then I
that
just gave
actually,
it
like,
to
if they're
him.
buying baby clothes, that actually might help. But if
Yeah.
they're buying it at Kohl's or anything,
Remember the shit Gus said?
Gus says some fuck shit all the
shit
time.
he said to them. It was like I hear what he was trying to say, but it was bad. You want me to say it? He was like he started a joke and he never got to finish it, and that made it worse. He was like, hey, you know when she's 18 and we didn't because our friend
stopped it.
Yeah, because our friend is pregnant and they're getting married. Well, he's not pregnant. His wife.
He's
spouse
pregnant.
is.
He's
But, like,
pregnant. It's,
yeah,
it's
congratulations,
weird.
Darian.
You're pregnant.
Oh, yeah,
I don't think he knows about this.
Fritz, he was there, I think.
No,
Yeah,
this
it was
podcast.
right in front
I'm
of
talking
him.
about the podcast.
He'll probably know about it. He's in touch with the group. So like
It's true.
Our friend Gus, he starts to show like when the girl turns 18, I can go and like and we just stopped him there. We're like whoa, you can't say that.
We
You
literally
can't make a
fucking
joke
dragged
like
him
that.
out.
We
We
didn't let him
dragged him
finish.
away.
Yeah, dude, she just walked away as soon as she.
By the way, the parents were there. Their parents were there and heard this.
Good thing they didn't know English.
This
so,
is why
you know.
Gus should not be
Okay,
one of
so,
our
like,
co-hosts.
so-
just saying.
We let him finish later. It's like I was gonna tell him a joke about like how when she's 18, I'll buy her first crack pipe. Well, fair enough, that's not much better, but like it's
also-
not. It
it's
doesn't
not
have the same
connotation.
implications. Yeah.
Drop your pants sometime, bro. He fucking does that shit.
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh, Darian. Yeah, he does.
Darian, drop your pants, bro. Just like,
Yeah, he split him cheeks.
yeah.
Shout out to
Rock
Darren's
solid.
cheeks, by the way.
No homo. No
Darian,
homo.
Darian,
No
just-
homo, no
No
homo.
homo.
Darian,
Wait,
just
sock
understand.
check.
Darian,
Yo,
understand.
sock check. I'm wearing ankles. See that shit?
I only have socks. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Darian, I just want you to understand that if anyone ever complains about you showing your cheeks, it's because they're jealous. Okay. They don't have
Hell
the same
yeah.
glutes.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
They don't
there
got them
is to it.
strong glutes.
You
Yeah,
you
dude.
cheek away,
Stones.
bro.
Yeah.
Don't
Dude,
let
so-
anyone stop you.
For real, dude. My shit is concave, dog. I wish I had
Right?
your cheeks, dog.
It looks like my fucking pupils, bro. It's not
Looks
good.
like so yours looks like the end of a spoon, right? But mine look like the other end of the spoon. You know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
No, bro. Darian's like a ladle.
And then
That
my-
shit scoops.
Oh, fucking hell. We're cutting that out. That's
No, we're
No,
not.
no,
Stupid.
that's leave
That's
it
gold,
in.
bro. Shut up.
fine. Keep it in for now.
Yo, I had another thing I was like, I almost brought this up before we got off the sidetrack. I had another thing I was hiding because that was like fucking bad for me, right? So this was 8th grade, and one of my like biggest things from 8th grade is like I associate 8th grade with like the fucking English class I had. It was a really cool teacher, and a lot of our assignments.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, a lot of our assignments were like very creative writing like involved. So like he just give us like a actually good prompts. Like I had a creative writing class in
I've
high
literally
school.
never taken a creative writing, like anything. Like,
I
I've
like
never
creative
had
writing.
that
I wish
But,
I
like,
took one.
Me
That
too.
sounds so
I like
cool.
that, but like the prompts they give us in high school were dog shit, and I always hated them. And I would always half-ass the prompts just to get my fucking grades in, because you just have to write shit. I don't even think she read them, because no way you would read all of them.
Yeah.
But like she only read them if whatever. Getting sidetracked. But like so in 8th grade we had all these cool assignments where we could really like fucking like let loose with this shit. And there was one prompt for essentially like a Christmas themed one, where the premise had to be
Pablo saves Christmas.
Yeah, basically. No, the premise had to be it's basically like a Toy Story-esque thing where
Bruh.
like Santa's drops all of his like toys somewhere. Yeah, Santa drops all of his toys somewhere. They just like fall off a sled or whatever, and they have to like find their way back to their
The fucking plot of Rudolph
To
the
their people.
Red-Nosed Reindeer, bro.
right. So this is like this is supposed to be like a fun like a little fun romp with like characters and like toys and shit. A lot of like people using Woody and shit in 8th grade, and everyone's having fun with it. But me, this is 8th grade me. This is 8th grade Pablo, okay?
AG
This is
Pablo.
this is fucking Tarantino enthusiast Pablo. This is like my favorite movie is Inglourious Bastards. Pablo, all right. I'd fear.
Y'all want some strudel,
It probably
by the
still
way?
is, but like, this is like fucking. I'm like pristine prime of my fucking edge. Okay.
This is the time.
was
This
his
is
magnum
around
opus.
the time when you did the fucking cum jar thing with the My Little Pony, right?
Let's not talk about that.
You were the one who did that Reddit post,
No,
right?
that was Juan. He was really committed to getting.
Yeah, dude, middle school me that one week was
the
rough,
fucking
bro.
cum jar.
It went places. Right. So my premise was here's the thing. Here's the problem with this prompt, okay? And my brain. This is basically an opportunity to do fan fiction, because the point is it's a toy, and a toy can be any property, any IP. So
You can have Goku fighting
No,
Superman.
Versus Superman.
I had fucking, have y'all,
You can have my trailer, bro. You can borrow my
And
trailer.
Goku has to win.
Goku
Is that
has
just the
strength
anime?
of character.
Is that just the anime?
Yeah.
Goku has strength of character. Superman doesn't have strength of character.
Even if he dies, he somehow still wins.
Exactly.
All right, so like,
He got
I
hit
went-
in the nuts.
have you guys
fighting
played-
Super Android 13?
have you guys played or seen Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon?
No.
So the main character to that is a guy called Rex Paracle, and it's like this really fucking vulgar like 80s.
And one of
parody
those
thing.
you made that a toy.
Yeah, I made that the character.
So
And
wait,
it's
wait,
like-
wait.
it's like
So
this-
are these toys
he's
being
like this-
delivered to fucking GameStop or some shit?
No, it was gonna be delivered to my house. That's like the point. Like he was supposed to make it like to whatever. Right. So like this character, he's like a spoof of like 80s action characters, and the whole game was like really vulgar and like violent and shit.
Nice.
And I like implement that into the story, and this story was like long. It was a fucking odyssey, bro. Like it started off with the
Fucking
guy.
Homer.
He lands
Bro.
in like Mexico or some shit. His first thing, yeah,
Cartels and shit.
yeah. I'm surprised I didn't go there, but no. The first thing he does, I remember this, is he kills a raccoon that attacks him, and he lets out like a fucking like one-liner and
So
shit.
I'm guessing this is based off your actual experience in Mexico. No.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it
Kidding.
goes. You fight like giant raccoons and shit.
Yeah.
No, it's Australia. So, yeah, he like fights because he's a toy. Everything's bigger than him. He fights his toy, but like it only escalates. It becomes like a road trip sort of thing. Where like he goes to like the
Road
countries.
trip
like,
movie.
he tries to make it to North Carolina and shit.
That's the kind of shit
here's
I'd
the-
love in my English class, dog. Like
Okay.
like fucking creative writing.
right.
I've
here's-
never
here's-
had an English class where I could do
I forgot all the in between shit. Here, I'm just gonna go straight where it goes off the fucking rails. All right. I introduced the villain. All right. You know what the villain is?
that. Who?
It was Satan worshipping neo-Nazi baby eaters. I specifically remember that line. It was Satan worshipping neo-Nazi baby eaters. All right.
Saint worshiping.
Being-
That's
That's like some
Christianity.
South Park shit that they would pull out of their ass.
And it's like
Man,
I remember
bear, pig,
he
type
finds he comes across them when he comes across this like big city, and they have like their own building and has a swastika in it. They're just chilling in some city. It's like So he like
It's
for
like
no
a fucking
reason.
Deadpool comic or some shit.
For no reason, unrelated to the story, he goes in there and like fucking murders everyone violently, and he's just like he's like whooping.
What was your teacher's reaction?
He didn't react. I never got to see a reaction. I just turned it in. I got a grade, and I never heard about it.
And that-
I'm
and
only
he's-
left with the
he's
mess.
fucking reading
Dude,
them at night.
I saw this
He's just,
teacher
looking
at
through it.
I saw this teacher at the fucking at prom, and I was so tempted to go ask him like, what the fuck do you think?
Did
of all-"
did you talk to him?
No. I looked
Dude,
for,
that
I saw him.
you're
I was
the
like,
type of student that teacher would remember.
He did.
100%.
No, I talked to him. I like talking to a lot. He said he did say like I like talking to you. Like you're cool. Oh, not you're cool. Like you're interesting to talk to. You know.
You're
Yeah.
okay, kid. All right.
You're alright,
relax.
kid.
No. He,
Relax.
like,
I've had teachers like
I remember,
that.
like,
My
here's-
only
here's
teacher
what I
that I've
don't-
ever liked was my fucking third grade teacher because we talk about fucking Nintendo.
Oh, this is-
I'd have a some.
Yeah, it stopped recording for some reason. We better look out for that because we're gonna be like going on for like a fucking hour and then it stops recording. We're like,
Yeah.
where did it all time?
I can't see the. Fucking
Thankfully, it's
screen,
been like less
so-
than 5 minutes. Right, so you know the Rex Power Colt. That's the guy's name. Yes, Rex Power Colt has a fucking gun brand in there. He
Someone
fucking,
say Colt?
He cracks open an ice cold can of whoop ass on like the fucking neo-Nazi Satan worshiping
You
neo-Nazi
neo-Nazi baby eaters.
He like
are gonna get a can of whoop ass.
yeah, he says like one-liners when he kills him and shit, and it's like it basically. what do you
I
guys say?
came to
Oh, you
chew
missed this.
bubblegum
Yo,
and to
It's
eat.
Pickle Rick,
Yeah,
dog.
you missed this. You mentioned this. Like, this is basically Pickle Rick before Pickle Rick was invented. So it's like all these people like
Rick.
fully grown adults like shooting at this tiny person because it's a fucking because it's a midget. No, it's a
It's Wee Man.
can't say that. Yeah, the main character's a wee man, and he's wearing a patch and he has guns. No, it's a toy. You know,
I
it's-
came to kick ass and to chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
My favorite line, it was like he kills this he's about to kill this Nazi. He tears him out of a mech. Yeah, there was a mech fight. And he was like, what are you gonna do? I'm cringing so hard thinking about saying the line. He's like, what are you gonna do? Rip my heart out to kill me or some shit? He was like, Nazi scum don't have hearts. And then he throws him off a building. This is how bad. There was
Tarantino thing.
yeah, there's so much bad fucking dialogue.
This is like
the
Tarantino's.
dialogue is the
This
worst
is
part
like
about me.
Quentin Tarantino the early years.
Nazi scum don't have
Like-
hearts.
Yeah, and he throws him off a fucking building.
That's like the fucking sign of like good like not good writing, but
No,
like
it
of
isn't.
like fucking creative writing at least. You're fucking creative.
No, that shit like killed it for me. I was so dejected thinking back to this shit.
Listen, okay? You could fucking come up with some
Like, I still-
batshit movie scripts, dog.
Oh
We
yeah,
could-
that's like one of the most
JoCo
interesting.
Junkies could fucking make movies, okay?
So
We could make our own Kick-Assia.
it keeps going though. They get into like dog fights on fighter jets. Like this main character is like hopping between fighter jets, kicking people's asses while they're in midair and shit. It all ends when like he's right outside the house, but somehow the fucking the Saint worshiping neo-Nazi baby eaters, they found a way to like zombify other toys. So like he gets into like he gets a fucking katana, bro, and he starts like
Thousandfold Nippon Steel.
yeah, and he starts
Hattori
like
Hanzo.
the climax of the story is like he has to fight through like
It's tape.
200 fucking like toys that are trying to kill him in my front yard
Yo,
or in my
that's
driveway
epic.
basically. And the worst part is at the time
Look at this dude getting toys in 8th grade. Look at this dude.
I didn't actually play with toys back then, right? Fuck off. I know a lot of people that do. It's weird. I always get surprised like, oh yeah, I still play toys like 7th grade. I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, that's what the fucking
'Cause
video was.
I was already
That
into
was,
video like I
6th,
was
7th
all the way
grade.
into video games back then. Like
I was into video games too, but I hadn't fully fucking switched yet.
yeah, I had.
That
like,
switched in 9th grade. That,
like
that kind
5th
of
grade for
that
me.
switch kind of flipped in 9th grade.
when we got the PS3 and shit, that changed everything. Like we're playing Call of Duty like really.
See, I've been playing Xbox since I was like fucking since elementary school.
Yeah, we're getting sidetracked. So like
Yeah.
the worst
Continue.
one of the worst parts for me is another thing I was into at the time. You can't hear that. That's good. Oh, dude, in the third episode when we like keep stopping because the baby was crying, you couldn't even fucking hear it.
I know.
You couldn't even hear it. Right.
Yeah.
So
Episode 3.
All right, so
Fuck episode 3.
one of the things I was obsessed with at the time was Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, the game. Which, dude, I'm not even gonna talk shit. It's like stupid and cheesy, but it's a banger of a fucking game.
Metal Gear Rising Revengeance is a fucking banger. Metal Gear Solid 5 was a banger.
Yeah, that game's like sick. Even if
Hideo Kojima did not miss. And then Capcom was like,
Capcom
or
Konami.
It was Konami, fucking
It's
Japanese.
because they're all
people.
Japanese, right? You fucking racist.
Yeah, actually.
Please tell us more about how much you hate how much you throw 4 more nukes at the Japs.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, okay. So like he was in the story, and they had like this whole like heart to heart like fight where there was like some like samurai movie shit where like he was like I remember like they will like connect with each other because they're both cyborgs. What are you doing?
It's something on Koi's story. I think it might be. Oh, it's just a prize writer Inferno. Never fucking mind.
What is it?
I thought it was gonna be. It was on this on Koi and Cambria's story. I thought it
He
was.
thought
like
there was
some-
gonna be like reveal a new album. Or
Yeah,
some shit.
but no, it's just Claudio's solo project, the prize writer Inferno.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
It's. I don't really like it. It's
I don't
not.
care for it.
I like how it's like solo project, but it's like still a full fucking band.
Oh yeah.
Right. So I don't even. There's not even much to say on that. It was just.
This is
Lame.
fucking batshit.
It was just bad guy. It was, it's,
Bad writing.
It's an
bad
8th grader.
fucking
It's what you'd
execution.
expect. This is probably like
0
dark-
out of 10.
Yeah, it's just overly
A broken
long.
marriage
Very
out of
self.
10.
It's just an 8th grader's like fucking brain poured out. Really self-indulgent, pretentious bullshit from a child. That's kind of what
That's-
you'd expect.
It's fucking every
Basically-
child's writing though.
Basically, don't let your kid watch Tarantino until he's like 15.
My parents, I still have not watched many Tarantino. I've watched Pulp Fiction, and that's it. Just because my fucking parents were fucking monitoring what I was watching back in like 7th grade.
Mine were. I got away with so much shit.
Yo, you guys are fucking lucky on that front, because like my parents fucking like, my dad caught me with some
Jacking
fucking,
it?
Yeah,
Oh, like in the act?
it was. I was under a blanket. So,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
yeah, but he was like,
I've had some close
he
calls,
kinda
but I never
fucking-
got caught.
he was suspicious, and he asked for my phone, and so because I think it was like right after, it was after school one day, and I was like, but then he was like, yo, you want to run this errand with me? I was like, okay, give me a second, please. And so I was like, okay. And so he was suspicious, so he was like, yo, can I see your phone?
This is a lot more than a second.
Yeah, but he was like, okay, can I see
Dare
your
I
phone?
say 2 hours?
And he found shit on my phone, and I was like, oh shit.
Do you know what material exactly?
I
it
don't
was?
remember. It's
You
probably
didn't?
some
Did you
fuck
not know
shit.
about incognito mode?
No, I didn't.
I learned about that shit real fast.
I didn't.
I
I
like-
was just a master of deleting, because this was before incognito.
Oh, so you at least need to
on
clear history.
iPhone at least. Yes, I knew how to clear my
Okay.
history, but it's just sometimes I miss shit, and like I think after.
Here's the thing: clearing history is suspicious too, because if you go to someone's like phone
That's true,
and
but
check
they-
it,
they
there's
can't
nothing
prove it.
zero at all. Yeah, you
They
can't
couldn't
prove it,
prove
and you
it.
can't find specifically what it is.
Yeah, so it was just like, so I could get away with clearing it, but then like a few times I forgot, or like this was like the first time like he caught me, so I got sloppy with it, so. No,
Dude,
when you
I've
went to there,
always prided myself on being a fucking ninja. Like,
I'm not. I
Me
was.
too, dog.
I've become a ninja in the last few.
I wouldn't be
years.
caught.
Like,
I would-
I had to adapt to become ninja.
I'd be caught dead before I'd be caught.
Yeah,
fucking-
dude. If they ever catch me, I'm like, that's why I always carry a cyanide pill in my mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Whenever I'm in
That's
the
why
act.
I always carry a cyanide capsule in my arm, so I just like.
Yeah.
Like that guy in the court.
Yeah.
Sip, Minecraft sipping noise. Fucking dies.
Ooh. Ooh.
Whatever the noise.
Okay, I kind of want to go on my Star Wars rant because the
Oh,
Clone
boy.
Wars, the end of the Clone Wars was recently,
Oh yeah, I heard
at
about
the
that.
beginning of the month.
I never watched the show because
I
either.
I didn't watch it, but the fucking end of the Clone Wars ties into fucking Revenge of the Sith, which is not my favorite Star Wars movie, but still better than
makes
the
sense that they
sequels.
would do that though.
It does, but it's fucking tight because it's awesome because it brings back Clone Wars brought back Darth Maul
Yeah, I heard about that. That was
because
sick.
that's fucking
I remember
sick.
that was the whole thing. That was pretty badass.
But you know what I fucking hate? Star Wars Rebels. Like, if you're gonna be a kid show, that's fine. But if you're gonna like act like you have adult themes and shit, fuck you. Like, because like it's just like Clone Wars is fucking like adult themes in the fucking in the form of a kid
I wouldn't
show.
say adult, but it's mature. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It doesn't hold your hand.
It doesn't hold your hand. No, you're in the middle of it's like an actual fucking war. There's
Yeah.
like you get to know these fucking soldiers and shit, and it's like fucking you get Star Wars. It's Star Wars. It's like sometimes it's the Jedi, but also you get cool stories with the clones, like Boba Fett and shit. But like,
Dude, that was the best edition of the new trilogy. I mean, the prequel trilogies, in my opinion. The clones are badass.
clones are
think-
badass. Episode 3 was fucking
Opinion,
tight.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's like fucking you get, but there's annoying characters. The only serviceable characters are the fucking alien, fucking tentacle hair alien bitch, and the Jedi Knight guy who's fucking gets set up to die in the last season anyway. So fuck off, I guess, for killing your only good characters. But then it like brings back Ahsoka from the Clone Wars, and it brings back Maul, and it brings Darth Vader into it, like from like after seeing Anakin in the Clone Wars and shit. So like, but it's fucking trash because you get the characters are like goofy and like you get like fucking comic relief characters and shit in a serious, supposedly serious show.
They didn't learn from fucking Jar Jar.
No. And so you get like this like guy, this like one alien who's like a fucking buff guy, but he's also fucking comic relief, and he's like, oh man, why does all this funny stuff happen and shit like that. It's like fucking, it's stupid. And you get your annoying ass main character who's like, oh, I don't want to know if I want to be good or bad or both. I don't know. It's fucking stupid. And you get the fucking worst character in this. It's not the worst. The main character is the worst character in the show. But there was one character who's literally fucking OC, like your own Mandalorian girl OC. It's like, oh, she's the Mandalore, and she's also she has a cool lightsaber that's black, so it's extra cool. And she's an artist, but she wants to keep to herself, and she's 16 like I am,
Of course.
and she has rainbow hair, and she's
Of course.
a badass combatant. It sounds like your fucking D&D OC. It's fucking stupid.
It's so weird when that happens. Like, I'm not sure.
Unlike my Dragon Ball OC, where he's fucking Saiyan warrior.
Does that actually what happened? Like, was it an
That's
actual OC?
that's an actual character.
Oh
in the
yeah,
show.
but it wasn't like it was.
No, it's not
in the
actual.
background?
I mean, it's OC because the fucking creators came up with it.
Right. My favorite case of that was in fucking there was the Powerpuff Girls reboot.
Oh yeah.
And like
yeah.
one of the
One of
fucking
the fucking
animators.
creators put himself in there.
Yeah, he would like animate himself. Basically, like one of the animators would insert himself into the show
stupid.
as
You're
a love
fucking-
interest for one of the girls, even though they're like fucking 5 years old. And he'd like put himself as like this buff guy. Sometimes it was like fucking weird.
Fuck Powerpuff Girls, the new one.
Like my main thing is like, how does that get past? Like, what are the producers doing? And
Money.
shit.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
There's
but how do
like-
they just? How does that fly under the radar?
Well, they don't fucking care. They just care about, oh, it's Powerpuff Girls. People will watch it.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to this because it ruins one of the like. There's the fight between Ahsoka and Darth Vader because she's his apprentice from back in the day. So it's like supposed to be this emotional moment, but
yeah,
it cuts to fucking the main character apprentice kid. He's like, man, I need a lot more training. When he's fucking seeing Darth Vader and fucking Ahsoka fight in the background, lightsaber fight style. And he's like, man, I need more training. Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was focusing on him most of the time, but it cut to him for sometimes, and he made the same mistake again, doing Darth Maul versus Obi-Wan. Spoilers, where Obi-Wan kills Darth Maul on Tatooine. Like in between, this is like before A New Hope technically, but it's still like, so it's like old Obi-Wan. And so it's like, it shows the evolution of that character and how he goes from like Ewan McGregor like stance versus like his original stance from the original trilogy. And it's like this cool moment, but it's the whole episode is like, it should be an episode just of Maul tracking Obi-Wan through the desert or some shit, instead of just cutting in between with the fucking droid and the fucking annoying apprentice kid. And it's like, man, I wonder where Obi-Wan Kenobi is or some shit. Like, it's some fuck shit. And like, it has the cool moment of like fucking Obi-Wan finally getting revenge for Qui-Gon. But it's all intercut with this fucking annoying ass character, and I'm sick of it.
So it sounds like it's more infuriating because it had more potential.
Yeah, it would have been awesome as like a sequel to the Clone Wars.
Talk about that. That sounds badass.
It came out at a time when the Clone Wars was canceled.
Yeah.
So nobody knew like what was going to happen at the end of the show. So it was like giving us some closure on some characters. And now that the end of Clone Wars has happened, finally, we don't have any tension in the last episodes of the show because we already know Ahsoka's going to survive. We already know Captain Rex is going to survive and shit because they're in fucking Rebels. But Rebels isn't a satisfying show to watch because it's just like fucking like, hey kids, you want to buy action figures of us?
Damn.
But Star Wars TV is mostly good though, and unlike the movies nowadays, because fucking we don't get good movies anymore apparently.
Yeah.
I just got to thinking about this because
The Clone
fucking
Wars come
Empire
back.
Strike Back
Oh.
anniversary was yesterday.
I need to rewatch those. I've
They're
seen A New
fucking
Hope.
good. They're good.
Empire Strikes Back is the one I've rewatched the least, which is weird because
It's the best
it's
one.
the best one. Yeah.
It's the best. It's literally the best Star Wars.
It just comes up last. I don't know why. I need to
Return
rewatch
of the
Revenge
Jedi
of the
was
Sith
pretty
too.
good. I wish they put on Disney Plus the fucking originals, like the original copies of these films, like without the fucking editing. Like,
You can find
sort
the
of-
online versions that like
Yeah,
the
it's true.
projects
That's
that went out of
true.
the way to do that shit, which is impressive, honestly.
But like the way they remaster it is like the footage is actually crisp in the new versions, but they add like fucking Greedo saying "McClunky" or some shit, like some fuck shit. George Lucas was like smoking crack.
Adding a whole weird ass dance scene.
Yeah, to the one of the most iconic scenes of Return of the Jedi. He fucks with. He's like, oh, let's put this fucking weird aliens and a new song in there, because he has his fucking crack pipe that looks like R2D2.
And everyone's like, yes, George, genius, yes, well, immediately, right now.
Was it that
Star Wars, time for your re-editing. Yes, honey.
Was it that like flying like a star, feel sun?
No. That's another George.
Solo.
That's for another George Lucas thing, where it's fucking George is like approved Star Wars fucking DLC for Just Dance or some shit.
Oh yeah.
Or no,
No.
it was Connect Star Wars.
Yeah, it was Connect Star Wars.
Wars, and they had a Just Dance section where you could do the fucking Han Solo dance.
I'm riding solo.
Put it just put the song in there.
No.
Another
Apparently-
copyright claim.
Apparently, it's
I'm
a
not
cover.
fucking with Disney. No.
Apparently, it's like a parody of
It's a real song.
called
It's
Flying
a-
Solo.
Yeah.
Because I was at Walmart the other day and I was like shopping and then I heard like flying like a star. It's flying. And then I thought, Han Solo. But no, it was like, I'm flying solo. I'm flying solo. And I thought, what the fuck is this shit?
I'm Han Solo.
Is that the line? I'm Han Solo. Is that
Yeah.
Oh my god. Imagine if Kanye West goes like, I'm Kanye. My name is Kanye.
I'd love Kanye to do that. Please, Yeezy.
He would.
We're
That's a
free for
fucking meme.
consultation. Join our Discord server, please, Yeezy. Anything else?
I don't know. What do you guys? We're hour 28, so.
We're probably going to what we're listening
Yeah.
to.
What have you guys been listening to?
What have you been listening to, Oscar?
Well, I've been listening to Ryan James Dio, rest in peace.
Oh, hell yeah.
Our boy.
Fucking, because I watched JoJo, and of course I'm gonna look up all the musical references, and of course something I realized though is that Dio's stand, the world, is a fucking diver. Like he was wearing like a diving mask and shit.
Oh, that's cool.
So he's the Holy Diver, which is the album, the fucking Dio album.
Yeah.
The fucking good shit. Well, it's just something I realized.
Any standout tracks from what you've listened to?
Of course, Holy Diver, but
Yeah.
also Rainbow in the Dark, which is
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
awesome.
Hell yeah.
Fucking
That's awesome.
Yeah.
keyboard thing in that song
Oh,
is tight. I've listened to that whole album back and forth. It's so good. Like I was gonna buy it on vinyl just because it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
but
Such
there's
amazing album art too.
I know.
I love the album art so
know,
much.
so good.
I want to get that as a patch.
But I saw it on eBay. It's for $36 and it's still going up. Like for a vinyl from 1986. Like that's how crazy this shit can get.
Yeah.
But that's really much.
What Rainbow stuff did you listen to? Because I recommended
Just the
some
first
Rainbow.
album for a little bit. Just like
You
not a
didn't.
lot
You
of
should have
it.
listened to Rising. That's the one I recommended. It's got
Yeah.
like the best ones in my opinion. So yeah, get on that. Fucking Rainbow Rising,
Hell
good
yeah.
shit. That's
Hell
one of my
yeah.
favorite.
Rainbow in
albums.
the Dark, right?
One of my favorite 70s albums of all time. Dude, 70s drumming hits different. Like the
Neil
way
Peart-
drumming.
Neil Peart,
Yeah.
fucking
John Bonham.
John Bonham,
The way who's the guy in Black Sabbath?
Starr.
I don't know the guy in Black Sabbath. I don't know his name, but
Oh,
like
fucking.
I noticed this when I was listening to War Pigs. Like the mixing on the drums.
Yeah,
it
the
just-
drum, not even the mixing, just the drums in
Yeah,
general.
the
are
drumming,
fucking
but the
tight.
mixing too. Like they go hand in hand. Like they
War Pigs is a tight song.
they
though.
just hit different, dude.
They do.
Like I love a lot of current. Like my favorite drummers, like Blake Richardson, and shit. Like he's fucking amazing. But like from Between the Buried and Me, but like fucking like 70s drumming, it just like it hits a different, like it resonates in a different way with me. It just sounds really nice. So, what have you been listening to, Juan?
I've just been I guess I've just been listening to the same thing, like Buckethead, a bunch of crust punk. So I was listening to Pierce the Veil like I usually do, and then I found this cover of Don't Fear the Reaper by Pierce the Veil, and it slaps. It's good. I like it.
Yo, I
It's
love
so
the Blue
good.
Oyster Cult.
Yeah, it's
Yo,
Blue
I
Oyster
love-
Cult.
I love-
Garbage compared to Pierce the Veil.
I know, but
I
I'm
like
saying
it.
that's their song.
It's
I don't
so
like
good.
it, honestly. Because like I listen to it, and, like Don't Fear the Reaper is supposed to be like it's a little like mellow. It's supposed to be like mellow, and
Yeah,
it
but
plays
also
in,
it's Blue
it plays
Oyster
in
Cult.
part with like the theme of the music. Like
Yeah.
don't be scared of this shit. Don't be like just it is what it is.
Yeah, it's a good
Just,
song.
just
It's
accept
tight
it as a
song,
part of life.
but
That's what it is.
also-
Like, accept death as a part of life. And it's supposed to be
Yeah.
like soothing and chill and mellow. And here comes this like post-hardcore shit. It's just like really like a lot more energetic. Like it's not even just like the vocals here, which usually is for me, but like it's not just that, but it just feels like a different vibe, which I don't know what it's going for, but it is what it is. It's not the worst cover ever. It's,
Yeah,
I thought it was
the
whatever.
worst cover ever is probably like that fucking Hallelujah cover
By who?
What,
I forgot who it was.
Hallelujah cover. That doesn't narrow it down, dog. Literally everybody's covered
any
that
song,
song.
any of those songs, every cover of Hallelujah. Don't cover a song as many times, please.
Yo, so
I'm
actually,
gonna play all of them simultaneously in the background.
That's probably the worst cover of all time.
so something else. I was diving into my Mexican roots and discovered this genre called narco corrido.
The roots of Carlito,
So,
if you will.
yeah, so basically, like how America's got gangster rap. Well, I guess it's just regular rap where it's like about fucking bitches.
That's gangster rap.
Getting money.
That's its own thing.
Killing people. and
That's
then
gangster rap.
all shit.
Rap is just like Kanye or Tyler the Creator or something like that. Which also I listened to Tyler the Creator on the JoCo Junkies YouTube account.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Because I forgot I wasn't on my account, so I was just like, hell yeah. I was listening to the
Hell
fucking
yeah.
Earthquake.
Earthquake.
I
So
thought it was. I can't tell if it's earthquake.
It's Earthquake, Pablo. It's definitely Earthquake.
So yeah, like Mexico's got like its own version of that called narco corrido, which basically translates to drug ballad. And like I've always hated this. So let me go on a quick rant here, real quick. Mexican rancheras and corridos and shit, garbage. They are absolute dog
My
shit.
parents are about to kick down the fucking door.
I hate them so much,
Norteño is
dude.
fucking bad though, and my mom's from Monterrey, and that's all they fucking listen to.
It's so bad, dude. Because like, you know, like it's like a shit. You hear that? The sirens are coming, dude. They're coming for me, dog. 'Cause I was
No, that's
talking
just the
shit.
narco corrido fucking video because
Yeah.
they always have the sound effects in the background of
Yeah.
like gunshots and shit.
I don't get this, I'm white.
So like, it's so bad.
It's concept album, bro.
It's,
They're the sound effects.
it's every single song is exactly the same, and it's so bad.
Took 2 years of
And-
Spanish
and
I still don't
every single
understand
song,
Spanish.
every single song ends the exact same way. Da 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 dun dun
Dun,
dun.
dun.
Exactly. It's so bad. And
Dun,
like,
dun, 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 dun.
yeah.
dun, dun.
So, and like, the
The
other
only Spanish rap I listen to is Donald Glover's
Dude, if I ever
Spanish
had a
rap.
like big prog band and I had like a 20-minute epic, and it's like it has like orchestras and shit, and like all this like epic like just stuff going on, and just it's dun dun.
yeah. So and like I don't know if it's what it's called, bachata or whatever the fuck. Like basically high-pitched Mexican guys like complaining about their girlfriends, like fucking solo quiero estar contigo, no es justo, shit like that.
Simp
It's-
anthems.
Yeah,
if
it's
you ask
bad
me.
Yo,
too. It's just as
Mexico,
bad. I
land
hate
of the
it.
simps, am I right?
It's so bad. Like, yeah,
My favorite part about
Kidding,
narco
I'm
corridos-
kidding, I'm not racist.
My favorite part
Please
about narco
don't kill
corridos
me.
is like it's about this like really brutal subject matter, like the narco shit in Mexico. When they're like the fucking cartels, they like behead people and like grab babies by the legs and smash them on rocks. That's an actual thing. And like they're just like the most fucked people on earth, and they're singing about the subject matter. But it's like the most upbeat, like fucking like accordions and shit. And it's like people are meant to be like dancing into it and fucking like invited and shit. It's like, what is this?
Imagine a bunch of
It's so
fucking-
funny. It's like
Imagine a
if,
bunch
like,
of bloods just like
like
Imagine
y
if, like-
luego mataron a mi
imagine if,
bebé,
like-
shit like that.
What was his name? I'm so happy.
Pharrell. Pharrell.
No, Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim. Imagine
Yeah.
if Tiny Tim was like, imagine if Tiny Tim was singing about like the Bloods and shit. That's narco corrido. It's like this really upbeat dance, or maybe not Tiny Tim. But it's like this really upbeat dance music, and it's got like this really lighthearted tone. It's singing about like narcos and shit. It's stupid.
So yeah, it's like rancheras, corridos. They all suck. All right. They're
Okay,
awful.
I'm gonna play the only Spanish rap that I listen to. Okay?
It's gonna be Despacito, isn't it?
No.
I swear to God.
Sí, señor. Yo soy de rancho.
Can you hear this?
Hell yeah, Community.
I don't know this.
Community is a great show, by the way. Watch it.
No, fuck off. I'm gonna play. Stop. I can't play it on the mic. That's dumb. Just send me the video and I'll overlay it.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So back to what I was saying, right?
It's not done.
So I don't give a fuck, dude. They can go watch Community.
Fuck you. The table read disappointed me, by the way.
Well, when did that air?
It was the other day. It was
Shit.
it's on YouTube. But it's literally just a season 4 episode. It's not a new episode.
Damn. Oh,
So that
well,
sucks. But
Go
sorry
on.
to burst the bubble.
So, all right. Well, yeah. So, and the reason that came up was because my dad like blasts this shit all the time, and I fucking hate it. It makes me want to cut my ears off. But like the other day,
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
I was like researching, and like the main pioneer of like this entire genre, his name is Chaleno Sanchez or something like that. There's like a whole ass lore and like interesting story to it. So like he was basically raised to be a narco. He was like raised around them. Like when he was a teenager, he like saw this guy rape his seven-year-old sister. So then he like murdered him in public and then ran over to the border to like California or some shit. And then like he got even more caught up with narcos. Huh?
Can you get to California from the border?
It was like back in the 70s or something, so there were like a lot more leeway in that.
But like I'm just saying, I'm geographically.
Yeah,
there's areas of Mexico.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar.
So.
But Whitey tries to figure out geography.
So yeah, like, and then he like goes into jail and then starts writing these little poems, and then people like start liking them. All of his narco buddies start liking them, and they like start paying him for it. But so then they like wanted recordings of it, or like I think they were threatening him like, yo, give me a fucking recording of this shit or we'll fucking bust your balls. And he's like, all right, fine, I'll do it. So then
Get a break.
And that's where they invented.
And that's where Narco Corrido came from. And he like became super popular because of this shit. And like he was super influential. He was like doing world tours about it. He was like getting like all of the venues were packed and shit. And then like he started getting a price on his head from all the narcos. So, oh yeah, another thing. Before he went to jail, he worked as a coyote with his brother. And then
what is that for the audience?
So yeah, so for those
Also
who don't know, a coyote or coyote is somebody who smuggles Mexicans across the border at a price.
Okay.
So yeah, and they were like resting at a hotel or whatever, and then some more narco buddies came in and killed his brother in front of him. So yeah, he could not catch a break.
Fucked.
So.
Can't have shit here, bro.
Can't have shit in Detroit.
So,
For real.
All right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
A lesson this narco corridos guy learned.
Yeah.
You can't have
Can't
shit.
have shit in Detroit,
Can't have
bro.
a brother, you can't have shit.
Yeah.
Can't have a 7-year-old
Can't have shit in
sister
Mexico.
So yeah.
Without fucking having this guy be fucking creepy ass.
So this one time he was like performing at a venue, and then like this guy, I'm pretty sure it was like some narco, he like came up to his stage as he was performing and like he was gonna shoot him, but then like he pulled like a Han versus Guido and then like unsheathed his gun.
He unsheathed his fucking mastodon cock.
Yeah. No, he like got his gun and then like shot the guy on stage, and then there was like this huge shootout where like a good amount of people died, but he survived. So then yeah, he was like a man marked for death.
That's gotta be on. When was that?
It was like in the 70s or some shit like
What's the
that.
guy's name? That's gotta be
Chileno
on video.
Sanchez.
What was it?
Chaleno Sanchez.
Well, we can't trust the 70s or some shit, because Juan fucking thinks the 50s happened in the 70s or some shit.
Okay, that was like a long ass time ago, and I
Okay.
learned my lesson.
You thought Elvis or some shit was like 70s.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Top 10 YouTubers who were murdered. Okay.
I don't think it was a YouTuber. So yeah.
This one is
Like-
not a YouTuber, but a cartel member, a narco. He was marked for
Yeah, there's no
death.
video of it.
Yeah.
That's crazy though.
So.
Oh hell yeah, that's fucking.
So yeah. So.
That's kind of how gangster rap started, though.
I mean, the
too.
historical context for this is way
And
more
Dr.
interesting
Dre
than the music.
invented-
Yeah. Oh yeah. For real. Like I have.
Dr. Dre invented rap when he went to prison.
I have.
Don't fucking-
Imagine you go through all this bullshit in your life to pioneer a genre of music, and that genre of music is absolute dog shit.
Yeah, like I respect the genre, but holy fuck, it's bad. Like he even stated in an interview, like I don't sing, I bark. So like he was like pretty self-aware that he had no talent other than writing.
Yeah.
So this one time, his final show, he was originally from Sinaloa, and he was gonna play a show there, but like he kept getting multiple death threats from narcos, like, yo, if you perform here, we're gonna fucking murder you. And he was like, nah, fuck that shit, bro. And then he went and performed at the venue. And before he like started his set, there's a video on there that you can look up where like one of the audience members like hands him a paper, and then like he opens it up and it's like a whole ass death threat, like, once you finish your set, we're gonna capture you and murder you. And like you can like look up the video right now where he's like looking at the camera, and you can see like how scared he is, and he's like sweating and shit. But like then he just throws the paper away and then starts singing like it's nothing. And it's like pretty badass. Like you just got like a death threat, but you're still gonna perform. So yeah.
Go ahead.
So then he finished his set. He took some groupies home, ready to smash. You already know. And then the next morning,
Some spicy senoritas.
Yeah, some spicy senoritas home. Then the next day, he was found dead in his home, shirtless, with his hands behind a chair with 2 gunshots in his head. The same with his roadies that were with him. And yeah, that was the story of Chaleno Sanchez. And then his son, who tried to carry on his legacy by doing, singing the same type of genre, got into a suspicious car accident in Sinaloa when he was just starting to up and come, and he died too. So
yeah. They ain't gonna.
Can't have
them fucking narcos don't fuck around. That's for
Circumstances with the suspicious car accident is the driver also having to be tied up in the trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked. That kind of shit was weird. How that accident stuff happens, how your driver ends up in the trunk tied up, This is weird, strange occurrences.
Yeah, but that's Narco Corrido.
Keemstar, fucking Hillary, Keemstar,
You just say Hillary Clinton.
We're all forgetting who
Keemstar Hillary Clinton.
We're all forgetting who the real villain is. It's Hillary Clinton, but she's the real villain. We gotta focus on this YouTube drama.
So
I diverted.
So what have you been listening to?
Yeah, I don't know how to top that. That's some other. That's some other shit.
We should have done
Should've
one.
saved that for last.
Yo,
Damn.
actually, we got another section after this to do because we didn't do one last week. Juan's dreams.
Dude, to be fair, Juan did 2 the day before.
That's true, but we didn't do one.
That was a banger, dude. Perk 30 and Power Wheels.
Hell yeah.
If we ever do
the thing is, we did the 2, but we didn't do one the week before that one.
If I ever do a clip of that, I'm gonna call it Perk 30 and
once we hit episode 10, you're gonna start freaking doing.
Yeah.
Best
All right.
ofs.
So what I've been listening to is you know what, I felt like I go out of my way a lot to listen to a lot of new music, to the point where I kind of feel guilty if I ever go back to my favorite bands.
Right.
I'll be listening to Between the Bear and Me, my number 1 favorite band, and I'll be like, damn, I could be listening to something new. I could be checking out some new shit I'm not familiar with and
That's
find something else I
the
love.
opposite of me, because I listen to my favorite shit for so much that I get kind of fucking sick of it. So it's like
Yeah, I get that
records
too sometimes.
my records especially, because yesterday I was playing fucking Fallout 4. I was like, I got a fucking TV up here. I might as well just fucking play some video games or play some records while I'm doing this, because I want to listen to some shit.
Yeah.
I look through my collection and I don't see anything I want to listen to, because it's fucking 70s classic rock or 80s shit.
You should get Spotify.
I have Spotify, but I was trying to listen. I was gonna listen to my records. That's the whole point.
Fair enough. All right.
But I was just looking at this shit. It's alright, sorry, shit I've already heard, or just fucking whack shit.
Yeah, I feel that. I've been perpetually sick of Dream Theater, which used to be my favorite band for a year now. I barely ever listen to them, but it's cool because every time I do listen to them, I was like, oh, that's why they were my favorite band. They're badass.
Yeah, that's what I felt when I was listening to 2112 the other day.
It's you relearn how good this music is sometimes. So it is for the better that you take a break from it. Yeah. But Between the Bear and Me, I've never gotten sick of them. So every time I'm listening to them, I'm enjoying them. I was like, man, I could be trying something out. But yeah, basically, I thought you know what, that's dumb. I'm gonna listen to some BT Bam. So I've been listening to Between the Bear and Me, specifically because they released the remaster of the first album, which is completely fucking redundant. Okay, it sounded, first of all, I never noticed the difference in remasters, but more importantly, I guess it makes sense with this because this album infamously sounded like shit.
Speaking of sounding like shit.
Yeah. Nah, I bet you can't hear it. Gain's not high enough. So this album, they recorded it, their self-titled first album, 2002, I think. They recorded it completely live. If you would take the stems from certain instruments, you could just hear the fucking drums and shit. It was just an awful mix. And the remaster comes around and I can't tell the fucking difference. So, okay, good job. Whatever, that was a good excuse to listen to the first 2 albums, which I never really cared about before now. They're okay.
Yeah, I feel like going back to bands' first albums is only worth it once you go to, once you become a super diehard fan.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it was with Thank You Scientist back when I first heard of Perils of Time Travel.
There's only 3 albums.
Yeah, 3 albums in an EP.
Yeah, but still, it's not their first album, but it's their early music. And it's
they're for all intents and purposes, they are still in their early music, bro.
That's true. Thank you, Scientist.
BT
Please release more music. I love you guys. I'd buy all your vinyl records. I'd buy Perils of Time Travel if you released it on vinyl. I'd buy Sal. on the black
Just
market.
buy the whole ass Sal.
Buy a whole ass
That
set.
album slept on. Pearls of Time Travel. That's a good fucking album.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
a good
I know,
EP.
but I fucking slept on it because I was like, that's the early shit.
Yeah,
Now I'm fucking like,
and it is a little bit. It is a little bit different. It does feel like less leaning on the jazz, but it's good.
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, first between the Bear Dynamic albums, like they're very different because I'm used to this like very big, explosive like prog metal shit. Back then they were just like, but they were just like almost run of the mill death metal, and with like very like they just like beat you over the fucking head, and that's all there was to it.
Speaking of death metal, you want to know a band my fucking grandpa saw back in like the 70s?
Oh, in the 70s.
Or no, like late 60s. My bad.
What?
Yeah, my grandpa.
No, late 60s death metal. What do you what?
Not death metal, but early heavy metal.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Oh,
fucking
Black
Sabbath. He saw Sabbath when they were doing like college tours and shit.
Oh, that's
like
sick.
early shit. He saw Ozzy. Like,
Damn.
it's fucking sick
That's
when I hear that story.
amazing.
They saw Sabbath. They saw the Beatles. Like shit, like it's a big leap there from musical styles, but
Yeah.
still, they saw fucking a bunch of early shit that was like from big people like in the industry nowadays.
What could be our equivalent to that?
It's like, thank you, scientists.
Thank you, sciences. I feel like they could
Maybe.
make it pretty big.
Get it?
Yeah,
And
They're
then-
pretty accessible.
if we fucking, I'd love to just see it like 40 years or some shit. Thank you, scientists is being played on mainstream pop radio.
Oh my god.
We're gonna feel so validated.
I know, right? It's gonna be It's gonna be the exact same thing. It's, my grandpa went to go see Black Sabbath live. Anyway, shout out to my grandpa.
Yeah.
Another time, story. Another story about my grandpa. Fucking, we saw his brother came in to see us one time when I was visiting. He came in to see my grandpa, and he was like, he's talking about his ailments, but he's like, oh no, I gotta go to the drugstore get my dope. And my grandpa's like, he holds a fucking finger up to his mouth, like, shh. So I'm 90% sure my grandpa, or my at least my great uncle, is that great uncle? I don't know.
I don't know. Your
Wait, what-
grandpa's brother?
Yeah,
That'd be your great uncle, I think.
yeah, my great uncle. I don't know what my great uncle's doing. Probably pot because it's legal. But hey, Illinois is a fucking liberal paradise.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. And now it's time for what you all been waiting for. The end of the podcast. Just kidding. Juan's dreams.
You're really putting him on the spotlight here, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Thanks
hell
for
yeah.
that, Oscar. Fuck.
Fucking tell the one where you're fucking.
Which one? Which one hasn't been said?
What's the? Not the one where you're gigolo or fucking nomad. I was thinking of one the other day that we didn't say on the podcast. I was thinking of one yesterday.
What was
that
it?
you said? It was one of the. You do a lot of fuck shit in your dreams.
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't narrow it down. Fucking.
Well, like, what was an item? What was a
I don't
person?
remember. I don't remember. You.
Me. Okay, well, the other day, it was like, I don't remember a lot of it, but so I was just finished listening to the Pierce the Veil cover of Don't Fear the Reaper, and then I fell asleep. So then I woke up in GTA Vice City in a hotel with the band of Pierce the Veil, Vic Fuentes, all of them. And then like this like Apache attack helicopter like started shooting at us. So then we got our shit and left. And that's as much as I can fucking remember.
Damn.
So
Wow.
oh yeah, and then but before that we were like working at a golf course or some shit.
Oh,
So-
cringe. Who would do that?
Huh?
Cringe.
Yeah,
Who would
it's
do
cringe.
that?
Yeah, who would do that?
Who the fuck would do that?
But yeah, not much in the ways of dreams. Oscar, thanks for the spy. Just
I was mainly thinking. I was like hoping you would go off on one, and I was like I would remember the one I was thinking about, but it didn't happen. So the lost dream, and I'll probably remember it in the car ride home.
And you're just like, fuck.
Yeah, that's what I do. That shit. Like I'll be like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I was gonna talk about that.
Only last thing here is I've been working on a battle jacket. That's been fun.
Put pictures up
Nah. Fuck you.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I'll do it.
so people can identify you at metal concerts.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
yeah.
We could do an impromptu.
Dude, that'd be
JoCo
cool
Junkies.
if Mostly Metal got big and we could go to a
Oh,
concert.
hell yeah, I'd love
It's
to
like,
do-
yo,
I'd
is
love-
that Pablo from Mostly Metal?
Is that Pablo from Mostly Metal?
Yo,
Like, is that
That's gonna
Ryan?
get too much.
is that Matt and Ryan from
Super Mega?
Matt and Ryan from Matt from Super Mega? It's like a picture of Ryan when he was like 12 or whatever. Or no. It was a picture of Matt when he was like 12. Hey, Shane Dawson. That's
Shane
literally
Dawson.
my Hey Shane Dawson.
Oh.
My fucking Lego
That's your
trailer from
Shane
when I was a
Dawson.
kid.
What would really happen is I just get jumped by a bunch of old people because they talk
Yeah.
shit on Rob Zombie.
Yo, what if we got our own mostly metal patch?
That'd be cool.
That'd be
I gotta come up with a logo.
I've been
for
trying to
this.
talk the discography discussion guys because I'm in their Discord. I've been trying to talk them into getting a fucking patch because I'd buy that instantly.
Yo, they're small enough where you can actually interact with them.
Yeah, they have a Discord and it's like open to everyone. Not
true.
everyone uses Discord, so
That's true. That's
it's
true.
a pretty small Discord.
Unless you're fucking
Yeah,
Colin Carson's fan base and you have a
they're
fucking
just
million
on
person
there.
Discord.
They're just on there every day, just talking about metal and shit. It's cool.
Yeah. It's a lot more open than like fucking other people that I watch,
Yeah.
like Carson or like even like smaller creators like fucking no relation to JoCo Junkies, but there's a dude named JoCo, just JoCo but with a K. Like stylized differently, completely different, unrelated person. I did not.
We could put him in the tags.
We could
Maybe.
now that I've talked about him, but JoCo, which is he's cool. He's like a creator in Arizona, just like me.
You know, we have like a circle of like people here near us in our school
Yeah,
that do videos.
yeah.
We should like look into collaborations with your
Saya
boy
too goofy, bro.
Amp Izzy.
Dude, I'm pretty sure you abandoned that.
We gotta find fucking Saya
He's too
too
cool
goofy,
for that.
bro.
He's too cool for Fortnite videos.
He does Instagram vids now.
Oh, he's gonna be an influencer.
There's
Yeah.
everybody fucking has those though. Like back when my sister was in high school, there's a guy who didn't make it big online, but he made like fucking Vine videos, and my sister would show them to me sometimes, and they were fucking alright. They weren't too big, but like
There's also Burning Gifford.
He's still active. We could do something with that.
He releases like a video like every month,
I don't.
bro.
I don't want to do a Let's Play series, but I want to do like a different series on JoCo Junkies. I feel like the
Oh, yeah,
Junkies
like
play
filler
this,
content
or the
shit, yeah.
Junkies watch.
Junkies with friends, like we did with the Dragon Ball Kakarot. With
Yo,
the homies Jamil and
hell
Eddie.
yeah.
That was fun.
That's fucking tight. Like we should do that. Like the Junkies watch the JoJo OP, or not OP, but the Junkies watch the JoJo OVA, like the fucking animated one from the 90s.
I feel like it'd have to be way more like shorter, easier to consume
Well, we can
content.
just fucking cut it down.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
like-
feel like we do what the YMS does, which is
Yeah,
fucking,
to counteract this like long podcast format. you
yeah,
know?
like have like
the clips.
the
That's
clips
my idea.
of that. But we also have the full commentary track of us playing along or some shit or watching. like just like if people want to watch
Dude,
it
fuck,
with us.
fuck 10 episodes. I'm gonna just start looking into clips now.
Hell yeah!
Like
that'd
every
be
time we
tight.
release a new episode, it'll come with like clips. So
Yeah, just like to get it hyped up, like
Yeah.
funny shit or something.
not even that. Just like people are more likely to watch that because it's
Yeah,
shorter.
yeah.
And it's gives us more attention.
All right, then. I feel like that's pretty much
Is
it.
that it?
Yeah,
Well,
that was
All right,
a pretty-
gamers. We
yeah.
get a pretty good
Yeah,
podcast
yeah,
today,
all right.
boys.
Thank you for joining
Thank
us
you for
today.
joining us for JoCo Junkies episode 5. I'm Oscar.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for joining us. Bye.
Bye. Outro music.
Outro music.
And then-
Subscribe to my channel.